Okay, are we all working? Whoops. Testing, checking, mic check. I think my mic is all checking correctly. But I'm gonna say another thing as well. Just to check it. Blah. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Hello, welcome. It is Sunday. A day that I actually do stream on. So hello. It is Sunday. Where my schedule's kind of been a little bit whack lately. For a number of reasons. First thing I'm gonna do though is check to see if my chat box is working. Let's throw a little meow wow in there. Yeah, there he is. It's working. Alright, so hello everyone. Today I'm playing some more Ratchet and Clank. This is not something I planned on playing today. I was planning on playing this yesterday and finishing it yesterday, and boy did I try, but problems kept arising. For one reason or another, like the stars aligned and the universe just didn't want me to play this yesterday, so I'm trying again today. So hopefully it works out a bit better. Like there are a few issues that prevented me. For starters, like everything on my stream just crashed. Like, I got like a pop-up saying that Twitch had been like disconnected or something. So I think it was more of a Twitch problem than a problem on my end. I'm not sure, but yeah, then like I was able to reconnect after about a minute, but after that point, like my groove had been thoroughly thrown off, and also, it was really warm yesterday. It's pretty warm today, but it's not nearly as bad as it was yesterday. Like I'm pretty toasty right now, but I can deal, I think. I might. I've got a fan. I've got a fan on in the room. I always have a fan on in the room, even when it wasn't boiling hot, because it tends to get pretty warm in this room regardless. I actually have, the fan I have is actually really good. It's pretty quiet, though that's because I have it on a low setting. Like my fan, I don't know why I'm going on a random fan tangent, just I'm going with it now. I'm just warming up, warming up my voice. Yeah, my fan has 9 settings for speed, and I usually have it set to 2 when I stream because like I can kind of feel it okay and it's quiet. I might be able to get away with 3 without it interfering with my microphone. You know, my microphone picking it up and all that. But anyway, that's not important. So yeah, I tried streaming this yesterday. I did make a little bit of progress yesterday. I played through one whole planet, which isn't much. One whole level, essentially. So yeah, I'm probably going to put that on my VODs channel as like a part 2.5, and this is the true part 3. So hello if you're watching on the YouTube VOD, wherever you may be. Appreciate you, but yeah. So I'm feeling a lot better today. I'm not as warm. Also, there was yesterday there was something wrong with my voice, or like not my voice, but like my throat. My throat didn't hurt, but like whenever I tried talking, I kind of sounded like I was losing my voice slightly. It wasn't too bad. Oh god, my throat just did a voice crack. Anyway, it wasn't too bad, but still. Actually, while I'm yapping away instead of just like standing here doing nothing, we've gotten to a point in this game where I have almost every gadget in the game. There is one more gadget that I don't have. Which is the Hollow Guys, which we get from this planet. It isn't really used for anything outside of like specific stuff. It's kind of hard to explain, but like all the other gadgets, you can use them in like previous planets to unlock stuff you couldn't before. The Hollow Guys, the only gadget we're missing, isn't really used for stuff like that, so we're at a point in the game where I can backtrack, and I should be able to get pretty much anything, everything from the previous planet, so I think this is a good chance to backtrack while I can. Just while I warm up with the game. So let's go do that, make some extra dosh. I think I probably have most of everything in the game though by this point. Just gotta like sweep up some of those last few gold bolts. Yeah, it says 3 out of 4 here, so. Pretty convenient that they show you how many gold bolts you have and how many are still remaining on that specific planet. That's a great little feature. I mean, it's pretty standard, but like this game came out in like what, 2002, so like what other games came out around that time? Super Mario Sunshine, blue coins, you know, are kind of hard to track down in that game, so. Actually, you know what would be a good point to backtrack would be after getting the Map-O-Matic, actually, which might... I mean, I can find my way around just fine. I don't really need the Map-O-Matic, though, as of right now, I don't remember where that final gold bolt is, so... maybe. Actually, you know what, scratch it. I think, just so that the Map-O-Matic gets some use when I get it, I'll wait till I have that before backtracking. It's a gadget that literally, or more of an item, because it classifies it as an item, not a gadget. It's an item that, like, it shows you secret areas on your map. But it's a really late game thing, so it doesn't, like, break the game entirely. But yeah. It's not on my gadget page because it's classified as an item, not a gadget. I would consider it a gadget, but it's not something that you, like, actively use. It's not like the swing shot where you equip it and use it. It's like a passive thing. That just... it's more of an upgrade. So, you know. Okay, so Planet Quartu, here we are. So, yeah, this is actually... at the very beginning of the game, we saw Clank being born. And this is the factory that he was born in. At the beginning of the game, there was a cutscene. We can actually see the machine through that little tube over there. There's like a little green monitor over there. That's the machine that Clank got pooped out of at the beginning of the game. And then he slid down there and hopped in a ship and left, and that's how he met Ratchet. So we're here at Clank's birthplace. Yeah, we're here to frickin' kill some stuff. I actually don't know why narratively Ratchet Clank decided to come here.
I got some great bargains for you today.
The idea is that we're trying to find, like, the main antagonist now and take him out ourselves. I don't know why they decided to come here. Maybe just for clues, I don't know. I'm here because the game told me to be. Okay. Should I go secret way, or... I'm gonna go secret way first. It's not really much of a secret, it's literally just right here. But yeah, anyway, one reason as to why I stopped my stream prematurely last time is because my voice was just a bit weird. I mean, maybe my voice is usually a bit weird, I don't know, depends on your perspective. But yeah, I was just, it's not that I was having trouble, I was having a tiny bit of trouble talking. It was like my voice is just getting worn out a bit easier. Which is not something you want to do on a stream. Yeah, it was just kind of, it was more like, not croaky, but it was like, it was like worn out, I guess is the word to use. Because like when I stream, I've noticed it, I don't know if other people notice it, but my voice, the way my voice sounds is like entirely different from the beginning of the stream to the end. Just because I'm talking consistently for a few hours, my voice by the end of the stream tends to sound a little bit worn out. And it's not something that you'll notice because it's something that happens very gradually as the stream progresses, but if you were to like watch one of my VODs, start at the beginning and watch the first 5 minutes or so, and then skip to the end, you'd notice like the change in my voice. Whoops. But yeah, for some reason, yesterday, my voice was kind of... I started the stream, and my voice was already at, like, the end phase of the stream, even though I had only just started. That's, like, the best way I could describe it. So perhaps it was for the best that I stopped, because who knows what would have happened if I kept on yapping away. If I were even capable of it. But I got some water. It's not like I felt under the weather or anything, though. I felt pretty tip-top. I mean, I was dying of heat stroke. I'm exaggerating, but kind of. But, you know. Anyway, we've got a new item upgrade thing.
Oh, yeah.
We just found the bolt grabber. The tutorial lady isn't going to tell us what it is for some reason. That's surprising. Usually she's very eager to tell us things. But yeah, the bolt grabber, as the name suggests, is just an upgrade that makes it so that you can pick up bolts from farther away.
That's a nice one.
Which is convenient, because the bolt pickup range in this game is kind of butt, so having something that extends that range is a-okay with me. Oh yeah, I'm still using the funky controller where the analog stick doesn't move correctly when going diagonally, so I kind of move a bit slowly when going diagonally sometimes. I tried to plug in my PS5 controller to see if, like, somehow the PS3 could recognize it. Did not seem to, so... Oh crap. Oh yeah, I used to hate this planet when I was little. I'm still not crazy about it. Mainly because the bulk of this planet is a stealth section, technically. We're about to get a gadget called the Hollow Guys. It's the final gadget of the game. It essentially turns you into a little robot. It's a robot disguise for Ratchet. But the problem is that once you're using the Hollow Guys, you can only move and wave to other robots. You can't, like, jump or attack or anything. If you try to, then it will just shut itself off. So the idea is that you get the Hollow Guys, you disguise yourself as a robot, and you go through this factory undetected as a robot. There are times where you have to jump to get over obstacles, so you kind of have to work around the limitations and get through the guards without being noticed, or take them all out. You're given options with how you're meant to do it. I used to hate this planet when I was younger because I did not like the stealth aspect. If the robots spot you, like, red lights flash around and it freaked me out. These days I can kind of appreciate the change up. It's because you need to really strategize and think. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm conflicted. Also, hi there, Tiago. Well, look at what the mitochondria dragged in. A Pixel stream notification. Everyone's having a good time zone. Yeah. Glad to see my notifications are working. I made a new channel on my Discord server for exclusively stream alerts, while the Twitch announcements is just for Twitch announcements. And the stream alerts is for, like, hey, I'm streaming. So I hope those are working. You're probably referring to just the regular Twitch notifications, but still. Are you feeling better, Pixel? I heard you weren't feeling well some time ago. Oh, yeah, I'm alright now. It was mostly just in my head, to be honest with you. It was more like a mental thing. Just me being paranoid and stuff like that, which isn't too far out of the ordinary, but, like, more so than normal. Perhaps I was a bit under the weather, I'm not too sure. It's hard for me to tell sometimes. Nah, the stream alerts. Oh, cool, excellent, love that. Now you're defeated by mind beams, not the mind beams. Crap. Yeah, I'm doing a bit better today. Hopefully everything on the stream is working. I hope you can hear the game and stuff like that. It'd be great. The volume should be optimized decently enough. Just farming some extra bolts with my metal detector. But I hope you're doing okay, Tiago. I'm looking forward to the Monster Hunter Wilds demo next month, I think. I think I might want to stream it. Just looking forward to that. I'm pretty excited by the fact that the game is apparently cross-play compatible. So you can play with anyone regardless of what version they have, which is great. I'm probably going to get it on PlayStation. I might not get it right away, because it'll be expensive when it comes out, so I might wait a bit. Everything is good, that's what I love to hear. I'm already feeling a lot better now. The council will start working on mind beam projection devices as soon as possible. Will that help against mind beams or make them worse? Also, hi there, Insomniac, how you doing? Yeah, the crossplay has me equally hyped. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because I have the Switch version of Rise, so I can't play with people who have other versions. I imagine most people got the Switch version because A, the Switch is popular and a lot of people have one. And also because it originally launched on Switch, so anyone who bought the game at launch would have bought the Switch version. So, but still, crossplay is only a good thing. It must be a difficult thing to implement. If crossplay was an easy thing to implement for companies, I'm sure more companies would do it more often. So it can't be an easy thing to include. Hopefully deflect them back at your enemies. That sounds useful. I've been doing well. Good to hear, Insomniac. Always a friendly face in the chat. Always a pleasure. Anyway, so yeah, I'm playing Ratchet & Clank, one of my favorite series. It's up there with Kingdom Hearts. I gosh dang love this series. I mean, this is the first game in the series, and I'm like... You know, the first game isn't like my favorite or anything, but I do like it. My favorite in the original PlayStation 2 trilogy is probably 3. Insomniac, no, not Insomniac, Tiago, you redeemed Hydrate. It's a bloody brilliant idea. Also, the little metal detector thing's going off again, hello. Oh yeah, I'm quite excited, because I think next week I'm going to start a new playthrough, and I think it's time. I think it's time for my annual Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke. Last year, I can't believe it's already been like a year since I started the last one. But yeah, the last one was Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke, and I think it's time. I hear the Sinnoh region is lovely this time of year, so I might go with Platinum this time. Pokemon Platinum, so I might start that next week. I didn't realize that, you know, because I started Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke at the end of July last year, and it's already around about that time, so for consistency's sake. But yeah, I better get to work on setting up for Pokemon then.
Was it pi over infinity, or...
Hey! You need help fixing that thing?
Actually, I'm trying to destroy it.
Why?
I was contracted to re-engineer my enlarging machine to create huge, heavily armed mechs.
So that's where those mechs came
Enlarging
from.
machine.
Precisely. Had I known Drek was behind this, I never would have done it.
Is there anything we can do?
Well, if you'll volunteer to be enlarged, you may be able to stop those mechs long enough for me to sabotage this machine.
And then you will change me back?
I've never tried that, but in theory, yes.
It'd suck if Clank never got changed back. I love his little backpack vibe. Oh yeah, another reason why I was a little nervous to stream today, although it should be something that probably make things better. OBS got an update yesterday. I think it got an update a few days ago, but I didn't notice it until yesterday. I originally ignored it, which could play into why my stream failed yesterday. I don't know, because I originally ignored the update. I installed the update, and now OBS looks... Well, it doesn't look totally different, but like some stuff about OBS looks different. And I don't like change, but I can see how these are probably positive changes. But change is scary. Okay, here we go. I love these games growing up. Cool, yeah. This was always like... I think this is one of those series where I've been a fan of it for as long as I can remember. Like, I don't really remember... Because when I was very little, we had like this demo disc, and there was a demo of this game on that disc, and some of my earliest memories are of watching like my family play it. Also on that demo disc was a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 1, so yeah, I've literally been a fan of both of them for about the same amount of time. It wasn't a playable demo of Kingdom Hearts 1, unfortunately. Just a trailer, but this game had a playable demo and played it a lot.
When your energy bar is full, press the triangle.
Yeah, I love this series. It actually took me a long time to realize that Ratchet & Clank was a series of games and not just the one. Because like for years I thought that Ratchet & Clank was just a one-time thing. I thought it was just one game. And then like years later I discovered that no, it's not. It's actually a series spanning multiple games. By the time I realized this, there were like 6 or 7 games already out. Like I think the newest game to release by that point was All for One on the PS3, which came out 2010 maybe? I don't know, 2011, something like that. So yeah, I've been a fan of Ratchet & Clank for as long as I can remember, but I didn't actually get into the rest of the series until way later. I have a super fond memory of asking my parents for Christmas. No, it wasn't for Christmas, it was my birthday. For my birthday that year, I asked them for Ratchet & Clank 2 on the PS2, even though the PS3 was already a thing. Actually, I think the PS4 was about to come out by that point. But I had a PS2, I didn't have a PS3. So I asked my parents for a copy of Ratchet & Clank 2 on the PS2 for my birthday. And I have such a very fond memory of oh wait, cutscene.
Now just step into the machine and we'll see what happens.
Cutscenes sound very quiet on my end.
Back, I guess.
I've recalibrated the controls to allow only your specific circuit pattern.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know how to thank you two. Maybe this'll help.
Oh.
New!
Yeah, these scenes
From
aren't
the
quiet.
makers of weapons and other fine products comes the Hollow Guy.
Okay, this is what
With
we're
the
for.
Hollow
Oh,
Guys,
right, we don't get the Hollow
you
Guys
robots
here.
into thinking
We
you're
get the
one of
advertisement
them.
here.
Match your wits
And then we
against
get the Hollow
other
Guys
robots.
later.
Work on robotic assembly lines.
Pretty cute little
Attend
robot.
parties. The Hollow Guys. Available only at Gadgetron headquarters for a limited time. Not to be used for illegal purposes.
Yeah, so we need the Hollow Guys to progress in this planet, so we gotta leave and come back.
If I can get that thing, I'll be able to get past those robot guards.
Robots are not so easily fooled.
Ah, what's that?
What?
Uh-huh.
Nice one. Got him. I was saying something. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I got Ratchet & Clank 2 for my birthday. I have such a very fond memory of coming downstairs. It was a school day. Unfortunately. I actually didn't mind going to school on my birthday, because I liked seeing everybody. But, yeah, I remember getting up early, and back then I would get up a bit earlier, just so that I could play some games or something before going to school. Which was, yeah, fun. And I have a strong memory of, walking down into the living room on my birthday, and there was, a little gift bag there. And then, my mum was like, why don't you go open your thing? And then inside was the copy of Ratchet & Clank 2, and I was like, yeah! And I immediately rushed over to my PS2, booted up, and played through, the first couple levels before having to go to school. Frickin' school. And yeah, I was so excited. Anyway, we have to freaking leave. So yeah, in order to progress through this planet, we need the Gadgetron Hollow Guys, which we do not have yet. We just got an advertisement for it, so now we have the coordinates to go to the planet where we can get one. So let's go get one. I used to find this level really difficult. I mean, this is the third and final act of the game. It would make sense for the game to ramp stuff up now.
This is starting to become annoying. I'm not sure why I bother with you incompetent idiots. All right, I'll try this one more time. You are my most elite troops. I'm sending you
I love the
to the
pose.
surface to destroy those troublemakers. Now go!
I feel like if you did
You have to destroy
if you did
Gadgetron
that
and get
pull
rid
the
of them.
pose when your boss is talking to you, you could be fired. Potentially. Or your boss could be really into it. But I respect them. They know who they are. Okay, this is Planet Kalibo 3, which makes me wonder what happened to the first two. You see a lot of that in sci-fi movies and games and shows and stuff, where planets will have a name and then a number. And it's why? What's the number for? Is it Why do all the planets not, like, is there, if this planet is Kalibo 3, is there actually a Kalibo 1 and 2, or is it just a number just for the sake of being a number? And if so, why do they all share the same name then? Like, is it because the planets, like, do they share the same name, but are just differentiated by number because the planets are, like, so incredibly similar to each other that they're like, oh, they're basically the same thing, but, like, 3 times over, so we'll just number them. Which is weird. I mean, it's it's sci-fi, so it's all made up, so... But I can't help but wonder if there's some kind of logic to it. Anyway, this is the Gadgetron headquarters. Gadgetron is the company that we've been buying weapons from the whole game. So it's actually kind of cool that they allow you to explore their HQ. We can get some free stuff, maybe. But yeah, the weapons vendor that we've been purchasing weapons from this whole game is Gadgetron, and this is their base of operations. Love that. Also, the frame rate is craptacular here. I feel the need to say this every time, but the PlayStation 3 versions of these games are kind of buggy. Compared to the PS2 versions, the PS3 versions are... there'd be some buggage with these, so... I can deal with it. It's not like Sonic Colors Ultimate levels of buggy, but... it's not ideal, anyway. Speaking of buggy, these are enemies that are shooting at me right now. They're pretty... They got some crazy, like, sniper shot. Like, they can target you from really far away. Actually, a glitch with this version is that, with the PS3 version, apparently, is that these guys shoot farther than they're supposed to be able to. Like on the PS2 version, you know, their shots would eventually dissipate after a while. But here in the PS3 version, I think they can shoot as far as they damn well like. So yeah, that doesn't exactly help me out. So I better snipe them first. This is a bad idea. No, I'm fine. Oh god, these, like, ships that, like, deliver them. No, it got away. Yeah, speaking of, I said earlier how I got Ratchet Clank 2 on my birthday. A while after that point, I decided to get Ratchet Clank 3. I don't exactly know how long the gap was between me getting 2 and 3. I think it was significant. I didn't get it, like, immediately after. But I wanted to get a copy of Ratchet Clank 3 because I really liked the first 2, so I wanted the third. Complete the trilogy, wanted to get it on PS2 as well. I still own all my copies of these, I think. Somewhere. In, like, the loft or something. Anyway, so I wanted to get Ratchet Clank 3. I ordered it online. And back then, ordering stuff online, like, I do it all the time now and I don't even think about it. But back then, ordering stuff online was such a big deal because, like, first of all, there was the convenience of not having to go out and get it. Secondly, like, a big thing I hated, I was way more what's the word? Unimpatient? Or impatient? No, it's just impatient. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I was very impatient back then, even more so than I am now. And, because, like, we didn't have next day delivery, so whenever I ordered, like, a game online, on, like, Amazon or whatever, I'd have to wait, like, a few days. And those waiting periods were always agony to me back then. Like, I could not deal with it. It was, like, painful. These days, I order stuff online and then I just kind of forget about it until it arrives. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I'm a lot better about it now. But back then, ooey. But anyway, so I ordered a copy of Ratchet Clank 3 on the PS2, and then I had to do the painful wait time. And then I don't remember if I got home from school or if it was a weekend. I think it might have been a weekend. Yeah, I think it was a weekend. I have vague memories of, like, being in a dressing gown when I came downstairs that day and saw my copy. So yeah, I think it was probably a weekend, like Saturday or something. Anyway, I came downstairs to find my copy of Ratchet Clank 3 had arrived in the post. I was very excited, but I decided I wanted to get a drink first, and then, you know, I went outside, and I just kind of stared at the horizon in such like a happy just like mindset, you know, because I was like, I'm about to play a really fun game for the first time, and I'm just gonna savor this moment. I was like excited to play, but I was like, I want to savor this. And then when I finally opened up the box, you know, I opened up the packaging, the box was there, and it said Ratchet Clank 3, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. And then I opened up the case, and inside the case was not Ratchet Clank 3, it was Ratchet Clank 1, a game that I already owned. So I spent money, I did the wait time, I opened up the box, and the wrong McFrickin' game was in the case. A game that I already possessed, no less. And I was devastated. It's probably a bit of an overreaction thinking back on it, but, you know, back then, you know, different mindset back then. I was distraught. Like, I was incredibly upset. And I actually went and told my twin about it. I told Sleepy Grim about it, because, you know, Sleepy Grim is a fan of pretty much every game that I'm a fan of, so while they didn't really play games all that much then, they enjoyed, like, watching me play while they were drawing and stuff, and they liked getting in on the story and all that.
Hey, we finally get to meet that.
Oh wait, I gotta put a pause on my story, hold on.
What should that matter?
Put a bookmark in that.
Oh,
Especially for this lady.
Come here often?
Actually, I work here, so I come here all the time.
God, her voice is brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
I've been following your progress. Here.
She's got the ASMR voice.
It's a map-o-matic. It will be very helpful.
I'll see you later.
Bye, sweetie.
I think she likes me.
So yeah, that robot there was the help desk lady that the tutorial lady.
Map-o-matic can be
She's
used
talking
to
right
find
now.
secret areas. Just go to your map screen, and all secret areas will be highlighted on the map.
Yeah, so the beautiful, buttery smooth tutorial lady is this character. It's actually, again, it's really cool that they allow you to meet the tutorial character that's been helping you the whole game. I mean, she's just doing her job. She probably does it for every Gadgetron customer, but which must mean that she doesn't sleep. Guess that's why she's a robot. But that's such a cool idea to let you like meet the tutorial character. I have a strong fondness for tutorial characters because I want to be one. As I've said, it's like a dream of mine. I want to be a video game tutorial giver. Someday. Yeah, anyway, getting back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I didn't get my copy of Ratchet Clank 3, it was Ratchet Clank 1 in the case. And I went to show my twin, who was... my twin was, like, actually really upset for me, which was surprising. They were like... Although I was incredibly sad, I was, like, distraught. My twin was actually really angry. Like, they were mad that, like, I had been bamboozled. I mean, I don't think that the person who I bought it from, because I think I bought it like a used copy. I don't think the person I bought it from, like, meant to, like, sell the wrong copy. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and maybe they just made a mistake. Yeah, but still, my twin was angry for me. Which is nice that they cared so much. Yeah, I was upset. And then, like, instead of doing anything about it, I think I just kept it. Like, I don't know, I don't think we returned it. I don't know if they accepted returns or anything, or something. I don't know. I mean, it didn't cost that much, because it was like a used PS2 game. So... You know, it wasn't really the price that bothered me, it was the fact that I waited and I didn't get my copy. And I kinda, like, I was so distressed from it that I decided to just give up entirely. I didn't try and purchase it again, at least not for a while. I was just so distraught that I just wanted to just not I was like, I'm not enthusiastic anymore. So I gave up, and I didn't. I did end up buying Ratchet and Clank 3 again. This time I actually got the right game, but like there was a few months potentially. I don't know how long the gap was, but there was a few months where I was like, where I just tried to ignore it, and just I decided not to get it, and then I decided to try again, and this time I actually got the game. And yeah, I ended up playing the game, and it was really good. Ratchet and Clank 3 is probably my favorite in the original trilogy. But yeah, that's a memory. A not fond memory, but a memorable one. I wonder if my twin even remembers that. I remember it.
Oh, that's a nice one.
I don't think I could forget, even if I wanted to. Anyway, I've mentioned it before, but another reason as to why I wanted to stream a playthrough of this game, or outside of me just being a fan of these games, was because I want to make a video on this game at some point soon. Hopefully in the near future. So yeah, I thought I'd play it on stream just to like familiarize myself with it. And then I came up with an idea. There's a weapon in this game called the Taunter that makes funny sounds. It's not really useful at all. It's more of a novelty. But I think for the video, I think I would be missing out if I didn't put some kind of stupid sound effect over the Taunter. Like, I could totally just put the werehog scream on this instead of whatever that sound was. So, you know, future me, think of doing that. Think of making stupid, silly scream joke. I'm pretty thankful that I've done a few videos now, a few scripted videos now, and as far as I'm aware, no one in the comments has called me cringe yet, which I was kind of expecting to happen, but I'm surprised it hasn't yet. And it probably will. I haven't really gotten many negative comments in general, and that's not me, like, you know, being boastful, because it will happen. It will. I just don't think I'm, like big enough to, like, get much negativity yet. I've gotten some comments that I wouldn't say are negative, but like, or at least not towards me. There's been some negative comments where people in the comments are arguing with each other, which, but you know, they're not directing their complaints at me, they're directing complaints at other people, so I feel that doesn't count. But I've had some lovely comments. I should be thankful that I have them while I have them. Because I'm sure, like, plenty of negativity and, like, stuff like that's going to happen at some point. I should appreciate the real kind comments I've been getting while I can. But yeah, the video I'm currently working on is my flow motion video, which I'm not going to keep a secret. My other videos I've made so far I've kept a secret until they were done. This time I'm just gonna, like, I don't know if I really have a point to keeping it secret, so I just kind of did it because I thought it would be fun and sneaky, but realistically I don't think there's any point in keeping my video ideas a secret. Oh god, I nearly died. Crap, I might still die. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm making a video about flow motion. A gameplay mechanic in Kingdom Hearts. And it's going quite well so far. I haven't worked on it for the past couple days though. So I better get on that. Anyway, what's really cool about these little dummy rooms, we got these like testing dummy rooms. This is cool because a lot of all the weapons that these test dummies are using in these little test rooms are weapons that you yourself purchase. Again, because like the weapons we've been purchasing come from Gadgetron, and this is their HQ. So it's cool that they like have these test dummies and they pit these weapons against you that you've been using the whole game. Well, I haven't been using the Walloper, it's kind of butt in my opinion, but you know, you can use it, I just don't because I don't like it very much. But you know, to each their own. We got more little puppers. More, oh! Wait. Yeah, I used to find this planet super difficult because of those guys with the guns. Like, Drek wasn't kidding when they said that they were his most elite team. Also, isn't that a brilliant word? Elite. Elite is a good word, yeah. I'll send out my little children's. God, they just, like, absolutely destroy those guys. I remember at the beginning of the playthrough, I was like, yeah, we got the Glove of Doom. I don't like it all that much. I don't use it a ton. In this playthrough, I'm really, like, appreciating it a lot more, because they're basically moving bombs. And who doesn't love some bombs, you know? Also, I love the comically oversized glove. Like, the glove is so much bigger than a lot of the other glove-based weapons. Like, we've got the bomb glove. Actually, no, the bomb glove is kind of big as well. But, like, the red is a lot more noticeable on this one. It's pretty cool. I like a big glove. It's a nice aesthetic. Okay, we've got more of these guys. I wish I had a sniper rifle. I forget which game has a sniper rifle in it. A lot of the Ratchet Clank games have a sniper rifle. I forget which game did it first. I think maybe 3. I don't know if Ratchet Clank 2 has a sniper rifle. But I quite enjoy sniper rifles. Just in games in general. If you played like I played Uncharted on stream. Uncharted 1 and 2, and I enjoy sniper rifles in those games. I don't know what it is about them. Like, you'd think sniping would be kind of boring because you're, like, away from the action. But I don't know, I feel so sneaky, I feel so devious. I'm like, they can't see me, but I can see them, you know? Good, I'm getting some chump-ass change from this metal detector. This change is chump as hell. There we go. Yeah, I really like this planet. I think I just like the vibe. Like, the planet we were on before, Quartu, is like very dark and gloomy looking, which makes sense considering what it is. Also, perhaps like it's a giant factory, so maybe like pollution and stuff. I like this planet because it's bright and colourful. I like the sunlight and stuff like that. Because I think every planet in Act 3 is kind of gloomy looking, aside from this one, so... Also, we got some guys over there. Can I snipe them from here? Probs not. Okay, now they got pyrocitors. I hope I'm saying that weapon's name right. Maybe it's pyrocitor? That doesn't sound right. I know that pyro is the word for fire, but still. Okay, so there's a bunch of rocket launcher guys. So I'm gonna snipe them from here. They can probably snipe me, because again, there's a glitch on the PS3 version where they can snipe endlessly. Like, it's hard to say if these green shots are supposed to be able to reach me from here. Man, I must have really sucked at this game when I was little, because, like... I got stuck at this bit for so long. I got stuck at the final level. The final level of this game I remember being really tough. And yeah, maybe it probably is. But I'm definitely a lot better now. I guess that's what time does. You improve. Okay, these guys are gonna get me. Yeah, those round robots, by the way, are bombs, and they'll explode after a few seconds, so I gotta, like, take them out quickly before they explode. They used to stress me the hell out. For some reason, I always felt the need to take out smaller enemies with just the wrench and only the wrench, so that's probably why I struggled with them so much, because I was very, like... no, I have to kill them with the wrench to save my ammo, but it's like, no. If you're smart about your weapon usage, then, you know, you should be fine with your ammo. I think when I was younger, I think I just, like, mainly just stuck to the same, like, 2 or 3 weapons. Which I wouldn't recommend. You've got to give, like, an equal lovin's to a lot of the weapons. Well, not an equal. There are some weapons in this game that I straight up just never use. Just because I personally don't care for them. You know, there are weapons that are good for a bunch of different jobs. God, there's so much crap on screen, the game can't keep up. Yeah, man, I really want these games to be ported onto PS4 and 5. So bad, I've wanted that for so long. Who knows, perhaps. But if they did port these games, they'll probably just port the PS2 version. Which is fine, because, like, these PS3 versions have their problems. But, you know, they're at least in widescreen and HD, 60 FPS. I don't know, things are looking up though, because recently they released Ratchet Clank Size Matters onto the PS5 through their PSP emulation extravaganza they've been doing lately. And yeah, Ratchet Clank Size Matters is a PSP Ratchet Clank game that is not considered great. I've only played it once and I thought it was fine. I didn't even finish it because I rage quit at the final boss, so... so, I don't know. But I wasn't planning on playing Size Matters on stream, but since it's on PS5 now, and it's very... I think the price is very reasonable, it's like £7, which is... I think is reasonable. I'm thinking, yeah, once I get to that point in the series, I think I'll give Size Matters a try. I was going to skip it. I don't know, it might be fun to revisit it, maybe actually beat it for the first time, because I've never finished it.
Excuse me,
But
sir.
Size Matters is like the 5th or so Ratchet Clank game, so...
Invasion?
Son, hard offenses are the best money can buy. Don't give it another thought. You ever been on a hoverboard?
Yeah, once or twice.
I am in search of a
actually
hidden
just
young
once.
star to represent my newest line of boards. Someone the kids can look up to.
Then I am your man.
If you can beat my test bots in a race, that job is yours.
Ratchet just did the Yzma thumbs back thing. I hope someone out there knows what I mean. Ratchet did like the thumb backwards Yzma face. I gotta like make that. I gotta like do like a side-by-side comparison of that. Gotta screenshot that and meme the hell out of it, so. My twin will get it. They'll think it's funny. I hope. I think they will. Anyway, we've got another hoverboard race. So here we go. God, I thought this guy's head was going to turn all the way around like an owl for a sec there. That would have freaked me out. I'll explain this now though. So this is another hoverboard race, and this race has got a really cool component to it. Nothing to do with the actual race itself. So what this guy says is that he wants... he's saying if Ratchet can beat this hoverboard race, then he'll hire him to be his like ad actor for his advertisement campaign or whatever for the newest hoverboards at the company, which is cool. And so, spoiler alert, Ratchet wins. When you win the race, he does actually hire Ratchet to do a quick commercial. And then, but Ratchet doesn't get the employee discount because the employee discount doesn't kick in until 2 years at the company. So unfortunately we don't get another Gadgetron discount though. But what's really cool is that if you have a save file for this game, either on your PS2 memory card or your PS3 save file thing, then in Ratchet & Clank 3, which came out 2 years after this game, and also uses Gadgetron as its main supplier of weapons, if you have the save file and you beat the race on that save file, you actually do get a 10% discount on weapons for the whole game, which is such a cool detail. I love it when games used to do stuff like that. where like if you had certain things on your save file, you get little bonuses out of it. You don't see a ton of that these days, and I love stuff like that. It's cool. These days, you know, games would rather just like have stuff be DLC. You gotta pay for the extra goods. Yeah, it's such a charming aspect about this era. I love save file bonuses. Anyway, so yeah, this hoverboard race is a bit tougher than the first one we did on Planet Rilgar. We were racing these sentry bots. One thing about this race, though, is that we can use rocket launchers to kill the opposition. We can literally kill everybody and win that way. Which isn't that the way to go? So yeah, I'm gonna just try and do that. Another thing, though, is that for winning the race on Planet Rilgar, we got a gadget called a Platinum Zoomerator, which allows us to get boost by performing tricks. So we have like a little bar at the top of the screen, and that contains our boost meter, so when we perform tricks, we get some boost to use. It's like Sonic, kinda. A little bit. Oh, I'm in first. We also get speed boosts from these like speed up panels and stuff as well, though. Yeah, I think I win this race by default if I kill all the other races, which can't be legal, but hey, the game lets me do it, so. I question the legality of that. Whoops. Okay, I was trying to get a shortcut there, but I don't have enough boost. Boost! Ratchet Clank never had like a full-on racing spin-off. This series never really did the whole spin-off thing, you know? There were like side games, but they all still have the same basic formula.
That was terrific! Now I just needed to say a few words about our hot new boards.
Huh? Now?
Of course. Just look into that camera.
Look at that super futuristic looking camera for this sci-fi era.
This is Ratchet for Gadgetron hoverboards, and if you
Yo, dudes, for the freshest boards in the galaxy, check out the new XZ88 from Gadgetron. It's so hot, it's cool.
What the hell compelled Clank to say that? Did his wires get crossed?
Something.
Hey, I was thinking, do I get a discount on gadgets now?
You have to be with the company for 2 years before the employee discount kicks in. I can, however, let you have this.
Yay! Free stuff.
The Gadgetron Hologuise is the perfect infiltration device for all our non-robot customers.
I love this voice.
Simply equip the device and press the circle button. You will instantly be disguised as a sentry bot, preventing detection by all sentry bot security systems. Press the circle button again to wave at fellow sentry bots, who will then deactivate force fields for you. Caution, use of any weapon while disguised will deactivate the Hologuise.
Man, I can only wish I have a smooth voice like that. I'd want to like dub over each of the help desk tutorials just to see how I compare. Probably not as enjoyable listening experience, I would imagine. Hard to top that. Anyway, I have
got some great bargains for you.
everything that I could ever need here. So we can leave. We have the Gadgetron Hologuise. Let me just show it. Here we go. Yeah, it turns us into a little robot. We move slow as butt, and we can't run or jump or use weapons. We can wave, and that's it. It's just supposed to be a disguise. If we attempt to use a attack or jump, it activates the device. Yeah, most Ratchet & Clank games have like a disguise themed gadget, or at least a lot of the earlier games do. Something that kind of fizzles out after a while, but A lot of the earlier Ratchet and Clank games have a disguise gadget, and they get better as they go, I'd say. They're never, like, too stellar. But this gadget actually, the biggest use of this gadget is that it allows us to use a pretty useful bolt farming glitch, which I don't know if I want to show off because glitches freak me out. But I feel like I probably should for the sake of like showing everything off. Or at least I could do that if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, I said earlier that the PS3 versions of these games are a bit buggier than the originals. Yeah, even though that is the case, for some bonkers-ass reason, they patched the glitch that allows you to infinitely farm bolts using the holo guys. So out of all the glitches they patched for this version, the useful one is the one they patched. So you can still activate the glitch, but it's just a bit tougher and you can't use the holo guys to do it. But if you're playing this on PS2, then you can access the bolt farming glitch really easily with the holo guys. On PS3, you got to do a little bit more. Work. Not a ton, but actually, since I have it, I might as well show it off now and get it over with. But yeah, just I have a bit of a mild fear of glitches in games. It depends on the glitch. Particularly Out of Bounds stuff freaks me out. I don't know why exactly. But yeah, Out of Bounds glitches and stuff tends to freak me out a bit, so I don't enjoy these sorts of things, but, you know, farming infinite bolts is useful. I'm actually going to save here because I don't think there's any way to leave once you do this glitch, so I'm going to save. But I'll explain how the glitch works. Farming infinite bolts is useful because in order to buy everything in this game, you kind of have to play it at least 2 or 3 times, and you know what, not everyone's going to want to do that, so using a glitch to farm bolts easily is probably a lot better. Because like bolt distribution in this game is a little bit weak. But, you know. Anyway, so to activate the glitch on the PS2 version, here's what the glitch is going to do. Let me just explain it. So what the glitch is that what we want to do is that here we are at the hoverboard racetrack that we did before. What we want to do is, well, typically we would talk to her and then we'd start the race on our hoverboard. What we want to do though is get onto the racetrack without our hoverboard, and so that we can like run on the racetrack just as Ratchet without his hoverboard on, which you're not supposed to be able to do, but there is a glitch to send you to the racetrack without his hoverboard. On the PS2 version, all you need to do to activate this glitch is activate the holo guys, talk to the lady, and you're there. You're done. You're on the racetrack. That's all there is to it. On the PS3 they patched it because ew, so instead you can still get to the racetrack, but instead you have to go over here with the decoy glove and essentially throw up a bunch of inflatable decoys in a way that clips you through the wall like this. Oh my god, mild seizure warning. I don't think this is working. Yeah, so what you want to do, ideally a bit more successfully than that, is to clip yourself through this wall by throwing up decoys. I'm going to try it a few more times. Not quite. I think it worked. Yes, okay, I'm through the wall. And then once you're through the wall, you got to try and maneuver your way over to the racetrack, which is kind of difficult to do, and I don't actually know where it is exactly. Oh, there it is. You can kind of see it. So you want to go over to these where these lights are. I'm already starting to get freaked out. I don't like this. There we go. And then it'll kind of load in, and then you've got to glide over to the track, And there you go, you're on the racetrack without a hoverboard. So once you're here, this is where the actual bolt farming comes in. So you're going to want to... It takes a while, but you're going to have to go all the way. Because this is supposed to be played with a hoverboard. It can take a while to get to where you need to be. So you have to travel along the track until you get to a certain point. I'm still currently freaked out. I don't know what it is about going out of bounds in games that freaks me the hell out. Like, the idea of you're not supposed to be here freaks me out, I think. Something deep like that, I don't know. It's not that deep. But yeah, you gotta go like, whoops. I can get some extra bolts from these crates, but I don't want to push my luck because I don't know. I'm scared of the game crashing or something. If I tamper with the crates too much, I don't know. Anyway, we're nearly there. So you gotta get to the point in the track that has this ramp. Also, we got some guys in here. They're supposed to be here on the track. I'm just gonna ignore them. So yeah, you're supposed to go over here to this point. Now, over here we have some... Get rid of these. Amoeboids. So yeah, you're supposed to get to this point in the track that has these giant crates. And what these crates are here for is that you're supposed to jump off the ramp before. Okay, those crates freaked me out. They were buzzing. Well, yeah, what we're supposed to do is get here. These crates are supposed to endlessly respawn because you're intended to crash through them on every lap of the race. So they respawn immediately to compensate for you crashing through them each lap. So what you have to do is you have to stand under them, pull out your... I hear sound effects. Oh, it's them over there. Freaked me out. Pull out your taunter. Activate it. It's not working. Okay, activate it. And then the shockwave will destroy the crates that are above. And all you have to do now is, like, tape down your circle button. Leave the room for a few hours and then see how many bolts you farmed. You just stand here. It's not super quick, to be honest, but you can, like, you just tape down the circle button and do this. So there we go, bolt farming glitch. I'm gonna leave because I'm getting freaked out. Yeah, there's no way to leave the racetrack when you're on it, by the way, unless you die, you like fall off the edge or something. But you can reload your save, so it's fine. Okay, so figured it was fine to show that. Now that we have the Map-O-Matic, because we got the Map-O-Matic from the Gadgetron Help Desk lady, as I said before, that's a gadget that will reveal secret locations on our map, so now is probably the best time to backtrack for secrets and doodads, so let's do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know where all the secrets are. I don't think I need the Map-O-Matic, but on your first playthrough it can be really handy. Because you get it fairly late in the game. The game is like, well, here's a little something to help you grab those last little things that you're missing, if you want to go for them. Yeah, the secret areas are highlighted in green. Oh, I actually know where that is now. Okay. I didn't remember at first, but now I do. Look at that, chocolate fudge. Yeah, it's over here. We couldn't get up here before because I didn't have the Magna boots. Also, there's a giant cannon. Anyway, now that we have the Magna boots, we can get up here. There's some extra crates. And we can go grab this doodad. Extra gold bolt, yum. I still haven't been able to afford any gold weapons. I actually might have enough bolts to buy one gold weapon, but I think I'd rather save my bolts for the Tesla Claw. because I think I'd much rather show off all the like normal weapons before showing off any of the gold ones. I mean, the gold ones, I basically do the same thing that the original weapon does, it just has like a little bit of an extra kick to it. It does more damage, might have like an extra little effect or something. Nothing crazy. Okay, so that's the gold bolt from here. Kerwan, got everything there. Got everything there. Everything there. I probably got most stuff by this point. Yup. Yep. 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 Oh, okay, so there's a gold bolt here. Oh, yes, I remember now. You're encouraged when you get to Planet Pokotaru to get the O2 mask, and then you're able to swim underwater infinitely without having to worry about your air. And because this level is mostly covered in water, the game kind of expects you to explore the water a bit once you've got your new O2 mask. But I forgot to do that, so I guess I'll do that now. There's not a ton to find, but there is a hidden gold bolt down there, so we're gonna want to get some of that. Also, I like this place. While this this planet isn't super reoccurring, it occurs like a couple times in the series. It's a planet that I find in the Ratchet Clank series is mentioned often, just in passing by certain characters. Which is, you know, yeah. Okay, let's go swim. Also, I think it's probably a good thing that I saved going in here till now, because we have the hydro pack to swim faster. So it's probably a good thing that I saved it for this. I think we get a skill point if I destroy all of the bombs under here. I don't recall. I might be thinking of a different game. Oh yeah, by the way, if we swim too far out to sea and we go like out of bounds or whatever, like if we attempt to swim too far out, a killer fish will come and eat us. So yeah, don't do that. Good that we have the bolt grabber now. It makes grabbing bolts way easier. The usual bolt pickup range in this game is butt. Okay, okay, let's go grab the gold bolt. There's a secret area. It's like here-ish. There should be a tunnel. Yep, secret tunnel. I don't know, you might be able to get here even without the O2 mask, just like, because the amount of like breath that Ratchet has might have been enough to get us under here before. I just forgot. This is basically just like an extra little platforming section though. It's not like your typical little secret room. There's like an entire like little bit of extra platforming you can do here. Also, we need the thruster pack. Yeah, the thruster pack is it can do everything the helipack can do, and even more. With this butt slam move, but I think it looks stupid, so I usually just use it when I need it and switch back, because the helipack looks better. I just don't like that Ratchet is essentially carrying like a mini jet fighter on his back. It just looks a bit stupid. I don't know, that's just me. I like the classic backpack look. Whoops. Got a lot of these puffoids. Get some extra bolts from these guys. Oh, I forgot. These are like the frickin' jellyfish squid things that shoot missiles out their face. For some reason. They use the power of the mind. Gotta get me some of that. Oh, I'm dying. I didn't realize how reckless I was being. Nearly died. Okay, gotta be careful. Gotta strategize. Whoa, okay, that was close. There we go, I should be safe. There we go. Good stuff. Bomb that. Excellent. How the hell do I get up there? Oh, that's a swing shot. I'm so close to death. And gold bolted. Yeah, Ratchet is not having a good time. It looks so sad. Looks so depresso. Anyway, let's return because I think that's everything here. I think the game's not telling me. I think it only tells you at your ship. Also, not the game trying to load in. My Kirby gun isn't working. There we go. Speaking of Kirby, it just reminded me, a game that I've been that I wanted to play on stream was Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It's technically a game I have streamed before, because when it first came out, I was really looking forward to it. It was my first Kirby game, and it still is my only, because I haven't played any others since then. Regrettably. But I did like a first impression stream of it, but I didn't play through the rest of the game. It was just the first impressions. But it's been a while since that stream and since that game came out, and I've only played it the once. I thought maybe I should stream a playthrough of it. But I wasn't sure if I should stream just a normal playthrough, or if I should do a challenge run of some kind, because I've been seeing people do Kirby Nuzlocke, where it's kind of like similar Pokemon permadeath rules, where if like each of your copy abilities represents like a life, and if you die while using a certain ability, that ability can't be used anymore. And if you lose all of them, then it's game over. Which sounds pretty fun, and I don't know, I might be fun to try that out. Perhaps I'll inquire about that later. Anyway, done here. It's starting to get pretty warm in this room. It's not too bad. Not as bad as yesterday, for sure. Okay, how much was the Tesla claw? 30,000. I'm not able to afford it. Okay, bomb factory on Hoven. Yeah, got everything there. Altanus orbit. I do not have everything here. Oh, I know what I'm missing. It's a bolt that was hidden behind like a laser wall. I don't know how to get rid of the laser wall, but it's the kind of thing where something in the level gets rid of the laser wall. I just don't know what it is. And I probably already activated it, so I can probably just go and get the bolt. Let's see, it should be marked on our map. Yes, there it is. I don't remember how to get there. I mean, this level's pretty linear, so I can just like go and I'll get there eventually. I don't remember exactly where it is. So I'll know it when I see it. I love the sound these guys make when you kill them. They're kind of like chicken. It's quite brilliant. I love them. I love killing them. It's okay to kill them. They're robots. It's fine. It's a moral gray area. Whoa! Don't know why I'm going out of my way to kill these guys. I mean, they got bolts, so I could always use some extra bolt. Some extra voltage. So again, I just love that death sound. Whoops! Okay, survive that somehow. Grab some more bolts. Oh, those bolts flew at me real far. Okay, there should be another ship out here. Nope, I guess not. How can you not love that sound when they die? It's like blah. Wonder if I'm close. Oh yeah, this is it. We're here. Okay, it's just over here. Just over this apple juice. No, apple juice wouldn't be that green. Shrek juice. Anyway, yeah, so here it is. This tunnel here was originally blocked by a laser wall. I don't know what gets rid of the laser wall. I don't know why it's gone now. Clearly something I did in the level got rid of it. I have no idea what it is though. But it's gone now, so I've never known what gets rid of that wall. It's just kind of not there when I backtrack, so... Anyway, we got it, so let's leave. I'm already like halfway through the planet, so I might as well just continue going through. Get some extra bolts, why not? Yeah, just gotta play smart. Gotta do Magna Boot. Hello. Goodbye. Do you want to explode? Okay, jump. Okay. Oh god. Little duckies. I guess, like, what are these? Robo-ducks? I don't know if this game has, like, a proper, like, compendium or, like, bestiary to see what all the enemies are called. It might do. You unlock like a goodies menu, or like a special goodies menu after you beat the game, which has some interesting little bonus features and, you know, concept art, the whole shebang, that kind of thing. I don't know if they have like lists of all the enemies' names in there. Probably not. That sounds too cool. I don't know. They're probably on the wiki. I'm just gonna call them duckies. I'm getting some extra bolts from this. I need 30,000 for the Tesla claw. Whoops. Okay. I think originally there was some, ships here that shoot at you, but I think, they're gone now, so don't have to worry about them at least. I can't ignore this crate. There's 2 single crates, I just couldn't ignore them. Okay, should be nearly there. I'm wondering if maybe if it would have just been faster if I had gone back the way I came. Okay, I have to get through this big room. I don't know, is the door locked like it was before? I think it is. I think I have to defeat all these guys again just like before. Oh god, I ran out of ammo. Jeez, massacre. Okay, I'm gonna send out some little baby bots. I could snipe at the machines. Ow. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna kill you with the Cheeto dust, and then I'm just gonna rush them. Oh god. Me dying. There we go. And one more little ducky. I think I handled that way better when I came through this planet initially. It's because I'm being impatient. I didn't like... I was just kind of rushing it. Didn't die though. I don't know if I've died from like losing all my health in this playthrough. I might have died from going down like a bottomless pit perhaps, I'm not too sure. I don't think I've died from like losing all my HP though in this playthrough. I don't know, maybe I might be forgetting. Casual pat on the back. Okay, got the gold bowl, got some extra bolts out of it. Got a teleporter. Now we can leave. Got the city, got everything. Quarter, that's where we're going next. Found okay, we're caught up on collectibles. Now we just got to do the stealth mission that gave me anxiety when I was little. This is probably my least favorite part of playing this game when I was little, the doing this robot factory stealth thing. As I was saying earlier, I actually think it's kind of a cool, I don't know, switch up for the gameplay. Yeah, you kind of have to like really be more careful and sneak around. Like you can actually technically you can like brute force your way through, but you'll probably die unless you're really super prepared, or you're just that good. Anyway, let's plop on our holo guys and go say hello. It would be better if the holo guys wasn't so damn slow. That's something that they learn their lesson from when having these disguise gadgets in later games. They make it so that you can usually at least run and jump. Okay, what we don't want to do is have them push this button. That's what we want to avoid. If they push the alarm, then, you know, everything goes wrong. Also, the holo guys can't jump, so we have to deactivate it, switch to Ratchet, and then jump up, go over here, activate it again before he notices. We can wave to them, they say, hey, I'm gonna murder you now. But yes, trying to stay incognito gets a bit more complicated. Situations like this, we've got this guy, but we've got to run and jump across here. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. There we go. Yeah, usually behind these doors, it'd be best to activate the holo guys, because you never know, there might be a sentry bot just right behind the door. God, why did they make it move so slow? Okay, best course of action. Take out the two guys down below. I'm just gonna shoot them. One Devastator shot is enough. Yeah, like, you don't actually have to use the holo guys. If you're quick enough with your shooting, you could probably just take them out quickly before they have the chance to pull the alarm. It's just doing it with the holo guys is easier. Also, there are times where you need to activate the holo guys, like at the beginning of this segment. There was like a shield that you needed one of the robots on the other side to get rid of, so you do need the holo guys. But aside from that, you can just like rush it if you're feeling bold, which I am not. That might be a fun challenge to do, honestly, try to get through this segment without using the holo guys. Aside from when it's mandatory.
Destroy those sentry bots. Make sure they do not press the alarm button.
You'll have to destroy these ones. I think I could bomb glove them. These robots kind of remind me of the Iron Giant, if anyone knows that movie. They're obviously not as big as the Iron Giant, but like something about their little hey when they see you just kind of reminds me. Even though I don't think the Iron Giant really spoke like that at all. I think his voice was way more slow and gravelly. But I don't know, it just reminds me of it. The Iron Giant had like... No, the Iron Giant had like glowing white eyes, not green. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for them to go through there. And they're gonna jump down here. Activate the thing. Don't be suspicious. And when they turn their backs, I'm gonna give it to them. There we go. You can also go in here and see that they're building crap. Just some extra bolts in here. Yeah, you don't actually have to kill all the sentry bots. You can just like, you can just continue using the holo guys and just like waddle past them. But you know, you get bolts when you kill them, and also it makes me feel a lot safer to know that they're not there. So, okay, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Casual assassination. Good name for a band. Okay, there's 3. I might be able to snipe them all with my Devastator. Oh, I was too far away for that one at the back to see me. You are kind of supposed to, like, activate the hollow guys so that they, when they turned around, and then when they turn their back, you then jump over here and then activate it again, but I just decided to brute force it. It's a little quicker that way. See how slow this thing moves? Like, the Hollow Guys robot is kind of cute. Okay, don't be suspicious. I just murdered one of you, but don't. It's fine, nothing going on here. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna, like, you don't mind if I, like, accompany you. Here we go. There we go. No one will suspect a thing. I'd be a good assassin hitman. Don't know how, if that's something I want to brag about. Okay, I don't know if there are any alarms for them to push here, actually. No. I mean, if there's not an alarm, they will just go ahead and attack you themselves by, like, throwing rockets at you, which is pretty destructive. Also, this robot looks way more complete than the others. If I would have, like, looked up at that thing and then it would have looked down at me right there, I would have probably screamed. That would have been freaky. I'm getting so many bolts, I almost have enough for the Tesla Claw. I don't think there are any more, like, mandatory paywalls from this point on. Like, stuff that you have to purchase or whatever. So, I think I can just, you know, just buy what I want now. If I so desire. Okay, there's another one. Gotta get through this wall. I am very suspicious of your violence. No, nothing suspicious here. But, hello there. Greetings to you, Marcus. Hello, nice to meet you. Playing Ratchet Clank. It's one of my favorite series, so this is far from my first time playing this game. I played this game a hell of a lot, but I like it a lot, so... Cool, we made it.
That should do it.
Mom?
Oh, brother.
I tried, Mom. I know.
Mild pet peeve that the text on this computer doesn't entirely match up with the curvature of the screen.
My fellow
Mild
Blobs,
nitpick.
our synthetic world is now fully functional and ready for habitation. However,
That looks like a
there is
Little
one
Big Planet.
small obstacle in
From
our
Little
way.
Big Planet.
This pathetic lump of a planet. Due to some blunder of fate, it happens to occupy the galaxy's most perfect orbit. But no more. Behold, the Deplanetizer! The most
That's a
powerful laser
big
ever
ass
created.
laser.
Soon, we'll move the Deplanetizer into place just above the planet's surface. I will, of course, be on hand to press the button that will blow this mudball to smithereens. No one will even miss it. See you then!
Ta-ta. Yeah, so he's gonna blow up Ratchet's home planet.
Are you alright?
He is going to pay.
Excuse me?
It shouldn't have taken me this long to see it. Drek is going to find out what happens when you mess with my home. What do you
Have you played the one, all the ones on PlayStation? There are 12 of them. Wait, more, 14. 14.
If we're gonna do this,
I've played most of them. There's like a few Ratchet and Clank games I haven't played just because I don't really want to. I'll list them off in a sec. I kind of have to think about it for a sec. So yeah, this computer is Ratchet Clank's mum, I guess. She never gets brought up again in the series ever, because she's a computer and she ain't really going anywhere. Ratchet Clank's dad, on the other hand, you might want to hold on to that thought. That's a whole can of worms. 12 by Insomniac and 2 that are basically like wish talk competition. Yeah, okay, so Ratchet and Clank games I haven't played. So let's see, if we're going from beginning to end. So I played 1, 2, and 3. I played the original trilogy. I've played Ratchet Deadlocked 1 time. And it wasn't even that long ago. It was a few years ago I played it for the first time. I quite enjoyed it. I played Size Matters, though I never actually finished it because I rage quit at the final boss. I played Secret Agent Clank, but again, I don't know if I ever finished that one. Those last 2 games weren't even made by Insomniac, so I can sleep without playing those. Although they just released Size Matters on PS5, so I think I'll stream a playthrough of that one when we get to it. What else? I've played Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, Crack in Time, Nexus. I played the PS4 movie tie-in game, and I played the newest one, Rift Apart. So I think that leaves out, I've never played Q-Force or Full Frontal Assault, depending on where you live. And I've never played All for One. I played the demo for All for One, but I haven't played the full game because I don't have anyone to play with, because it's a very co-op focused game. So I think that's it. I think it's just Q-Force and All for One that I've never played. Unless I'm forgetting any. So yeah, I played most of them. Yeah, it's a series I really enjoy. I feel like I'm gonna have to change my Twitch name at some point, or change it out to avoid confusion. Oh right, yeah, Insomniac Games, yeah. Insomniac is a cool word though. It's a good name. You remember them all? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess I haven't played 2 of them. Just All for One and Q-Force. I don't want to play Q-Force because it's, from what I've seen, it's A, not the kind of game that I'd really enjoy, and B, apparently, even if you do like those kinds of games, it's not very good. Because it was supposed to be like a multiplayer PvP tower defense game to appeal to the esports crowd, I guess. Not my kind of thing, don't really like those kinds of games. And then All for One is a very co-op focused game. It's kind of like a Lego game, All for One. I've always wanted to play it though, to be honest, but it's a little bit more divisive, but I've always wanted to play it. I think I'd like it. It's just I've never had anyone to play it with, so... And you can play it on your own, but I feel like I'd be missing the experience if I did that. I wouldn't recommend all their names like you remember all their names like you did. I mean, some of their names are pretty memorable. I mean, here in the UK, Ratchet Clank 3 is just called Ratchet Clank 3, but in America it's called Up Your Arsenal. Now that's a pretty memorable name.
I got some great bargains for you today. That's a real beauty.
But I have all the ones on PS2 and PS3 stacked to the left of me on the top of my speaker. Yeah, I think I'm playing the PS3 version of this game right now, but I do have the PS2 disc somewhere. The case and all that. Okay, so we've done everything. Now we got Veldin Orbit, Drex Fleet, the penultimate level of the game. I'm making good time. I'll probably, at this rate, I'll probably beat the game with a lot of time to spare. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the stream. Maybe I could go find some skill points, or maybe I could start up Ratchet Clank 2, but I'd rather save that for its own stream later down the line. I don't really want to stream all the Ratchet Clank games back to back. I do want to like play through all of them on stream, but not like one after the other. I like to have a little gap in between, but I don't know. Then again, none of them are particularly long, so it's not like a massive time sink.
I got some great bargains for you.
You said Deadlocked, by the way. Isn't it Gladiator in the UK? Yeah, that's true. I say Deadlocked just because it's a better name. It's a more memorable name. But yeah, technically it is called Gladiator, but Deadlocked is a bit cooler. I get why it's called Gladiator. Like, the Ratchet Gladiator is a title that makes sense, given what the game's about, but still. Okay, I'm gonna get these secret hoops. Yeah, they just recently released, re-released Ratchet Clank Size Matters on the PS4 and PS5 in all its upscaled PSP glory. Not exactly the most popular Ratchet Clank game. I've never even beaten it. I was saying earlier that I played through Size Matters. I got it on my PSP, but I never actually beat the final boss because it was difficult. But if I do stream a playthrough of Size Matters, I will be determined to actually beat it for the first time. Okay, we've got a time limit now, so we gotta... If we don't get to the end of this segment before the time goes out, then we'll get electroshocked to death. Pretty grim. Okay, I'm nailing this so far. You've got the time limit is fairly generous. As long as you're moving forward and you got the Hydra back, you'll be fine. Ow. Okay. 30 seconds. Hit these hoops. I think there's a secret area to the left there, but I'll come back for that. Yeah, Gladiator here as well. I wonder why names are different in certain regions. Because there are some names where it's like, what's the point? Why was it changed? Because, like, I could maybe understand, like, why it's called Ratchet Clank 3 in the UK, but it's called Ratchet Clank Up Your Arsenal in other parts of the world, because, like, you know, that's like a innuendo, I guess, and maybe that's not okay in certain countries, I don't know. So I could get that. I don't like that, but I can understand that. But, For titles like Gladiator and Deadlocked, I'm like, why did that need to be changed? It kind of makes me wonder if they just had two ideas for titles for the game and they couldn't decide between which one. So like, let's just do both. But that can't be right. Maybe Deadlocked is too hardcore for our fragile British minds. Mine says Ratchet Clank 3. Gotcha. Yeah, so it's like in PAL regions, it's Ratchet Clank 3. I have two Ratchet Clank 3 because one is balked. I do too, actually. I have two Ratchet Clank 3 cases, but I only have one disc. I told the story earlier in the stream, but to summarize it, when I ordered my copy of Ratchet Clank 3 on eBay when I was little, the game came, but the disc was wrong. It had Ratchet Clank 1 inside, so I had to buy another one. So I have two cases of Ratchet Clank 3, but only one of them has the actual correct disc inside. I was very upset. Okay, I can afford the Tesla Claw now. Hey! Okay, so the Tesla Claw is I consider it kind of like an upgrade to the Pyrocita. Because of that, I'm actually going to switch it out on the weapon select. Yeah, but the Tesla Claw is the last main weapon of the game. There is one other weapon in this game, but it costs 150,000 bolts, so... And you're kind of expected to get it after doing a couple playthroughs, so... I'm not getting that in this playthrough. But yeah, the Total Claw, it just shoots a beam of lightning that zaps stuff, and it's pretty cool. Not super duper necessary, but it is cool.
I got some great bargains for you.
I mean, most of the weapons in this game aren't technically necessary, but they'd be fun. Okay, I'm gonna actually go back under the water again. My Ratchet and Clank 2 Going Commando is also broken, but it's bypassable. Damn. Yeah, I think in Power Regions it's called Locked and Loaded, but in other regions it's called Going Commando. That's a funny one. I tend to just call it Ratchet and Clank 2 because that's what it is. Spare the confusion. I am really glad that Ratchet and Clank is a series that's still ongoing to this day. And, you know, it's still going fairly strong. It hasn't, like, lost its touch. Like, some would argue that it has, but it's not, like, the newer games aren't bad at all. They're pretty damn good. The latest one, Rift Apart, is a very good experience. I would greatly recommend. I got inspired to stream this game because I did a playthrough of it recently for fun. And I was like, I like Ratchet and Clank, I want to stream the first game. Gold boat. If you finish the game and start New Game Plus and watch the initial cutscenes, the game goes into an infinite load with the... and watch the initial cutscenes. The game goes into an infinite load with the spaceship flying loading scene never end. Really? On Ratchet and Clank 2? Weird. Are you able to, like, skip the cutscenes to bypass it? Is that how you bypass it? Yeah, that's kind of a sucky glitch. At least it doesn't completely ruin the game, because you can still, like, when the effects New Game Plus, it would seem. But yeah, that's a weird glitch. Yeah, but if you skip the initial cutscenes and start a New Game Plus, the game loads properly and you can play. That's so strange. Huh. I never really had any glitches like that on my copy as far as I'm aware. I'm excited to get to Ratchet and Clank 3. That's my favourite in the original trilogy. The Courtney Gears song slaps as well. Looking forward to that. It's like weirdly catchy. I may or may not know all the lyrics.
I got some great bargains for you today. Oh, that's a nice one. Hi there, Fuzzball.
I didn't even play all the ones I have, really. Which ones have you played? A part of me would like to at least own all of them, just so that I have them as a collector. Okay, oh god, we got another Hollow Guys segment, damn it. I forgot about this one. I always forget about this one. Yeah, we gotta do more Hollow Guys stealth. Not a fan of the Hollow Guys. Again, I kind of enjoy the Hollow Guys because it's like a kind of an interesting change up in the gameplay. Instead of just like rushing in and killing stuff with your weapons, you have to be sneaky and stealthy, and I kind of appreciate the change up, but the Hollow Guys move so slow, man. It's just pick up the pace a bit. Okay, I'm gonna bomb you now. The only one I don't have is 2016. I played Rift Apart on Steam. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's like the only Ratchet and Clank game that's officially on PC. The 2016 Ratchet and Clank game is it's a tad divisive. I think it's a perfectly solid game. The story is kind of butt because it's based off the movie. So the story is really not a thing special. It's kind of like, it's a retelling of this game's plot. Because the movie is based off of this first game, and the game is based off of the movie, which is based off of this game. So the plot of the 2016 movie tie-in game isn't that great because it's based off the movie. But like, that's the thing that most people point to when criticizing the game. Like, and yeah, like, I get that, but like, in terms of gameplay, the 2016 Ratchet & Clank movie tie-in game it's pretty solid. It's solid Ratchet & Clank gameplay. There's nothing really wrong with it in my eyes. Like, you can talk about presentation and story and stuff, and yeah, it's not stellar, but the gameplay's solid. If you enjoy Ratchet & Clank gameplay, then, or at least modern Ratchet & Clank gameplay, then 2016 is a perfectly fine game. I tried Size Matters and quit it because I thought it was shit. And so I just skipped Secret Agent Clank without even trying it because I assume it would have been the same, a poopy feel. Yeah, I've heard Secret Agent Clank is worse, and I've played a bit of Secret Agent Clank and I can attest to that. Size Matters is a little bit more well received than Secret Agent Clank, but yeah, Secret Agent Clank is considered not very good, so... Besides that, I played up to A Crack in Time, but I haven't finished it. I love A Crack in Time. A Crack in Time is great. It's one of my favorites. Crack in Time probably strikes my top 3 Ratchet & Clank games, I think. I don't exactly know how I would order them exactly, but my top 3 would be Ratchet & Clank 3, Rift Apart, and A Crack in Time. I don't know where those 3 would be aligned exactly, but they're in my top 3 in some kind of formation. Depends how I feel that day. My Ratchet & Clank Nexus is even still in plastic. I found the site selling it new. Oh, cool. I bought mine digitally because in the UK they had this deal where if you bought the game digitally, you got a free copy of Quest for Booty, which I didn't own. So I was like, cool. Bonus. Yeah, I like Ratchet & Clank Nexus. It's a pretty short game, but you know, it's priced that way. It's supposed to be like a little epilogue kind of game. But it's pretty good for what it is. Definitely play them through before judging them as good or bad. Yeah. Like, someone in my family was very vocal about his, like, hatred of the 2016 Ratchet & Clank game. The movie tie-in game. But, like, they clearly didn't do their research because they kept on just hating on it without really knowing what it was about or even playing it. Because like they didn't even know that it was a movie tie-in game. A lot of the game's issues and drawbacks are derived from the fact that it is a movie tie-in game. As far as movie tie-in games go, it's pretty damn solid. Also, it was made in like a year. It was like a very like quick game. So that they could tie it in with the movie, because the game wasn't originally planned. It was just supposed to be the movie. And then they decided to make a game and tied in with the movie. So the game ended up being made pretty quickly. A lot of the game's drawbacks derive from those things, but I'd say considering those drawbacks, the game turned out pretty damn well. It's not super buggy. It's like decently polished. It's a solid experience. I don't think it's a bad game at all. The story, yeah, potentially. Like, the story isn't like god awful or anything, but it's not a very good representation of the series at its best, I'd say, plot-wise. But heck, even the story has its moments. I would play 2016 if I had a PS4 or PS5. Yeah, that's fair. It's not like a system seller. Hey, who knows? They might put it on Steam. Like they did with Rift Apart. How did you find Rift Apart, by the way? Because you said you played it on Steam when it came out on Steam. I'm curious how you might have found that. But I tried Side Matters and it's obviously not gonna be enjoyable. I think maybe if you went in with really low expectations, you could get some enjoyment out of Size Matters, because I think I did when I played it. I didn't finish it, because the boss was too goddamn annoying. The final boss. But when I played it, I don't recall hating it, so I don't know. I think I'd like to stream a playthrough of it and get a new perspective on it, so... But I'd like to work my way through the games in order gradually on stream. I don't think I have to kill all these sentry bots. I think I could have just snuck around them, but... Hey, I'll take their money. Okay, we're at the end. Woo! Wave hello to this guy, and then instant betrayal. I almost feel bad. But if he had seen me, he would have killed me on sight, so... It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Something like Iridine Hydrate. A good idea, it's getting pretty warm in this room. I gotta learn to stop wearing jeans when it's warm. Because it's not comfortable wearing jeans when it's this warm. But I don't like wearing shorts. Also, that's a posture check as well. I didn't have any problems with it on Steam. Only some lag on One Planet was obviously due to me running on my RTX 1080 I bought in 2016. Fair enough. Yeah, I did hear that the Steam version did have some issues. It was a game that was definitely made with the PS5 in mind, with the hardware. So honestly, the fact that if the Steam version was a little bit buggy in certain areas, or maybe a little bit, you know, wasn't performing super great, that could just be the port job. Okay, I gotta kill these guys. I'm gonna wait for these two to go into their little rooms. And I'm gonna blast these guys. And then, you didn't see nothing. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. You don't mind if I join you in your little room here? I feel like I'm really betraying them. Okay, I'm gonna shoot you now. I mean, as long as they don't make it to the alarm, then I'm fine, so... I might be being a little bit overly cautious. Oh yeah, just some minor issues with the PS5 controller's specific weapon functions, because I was playing with an Xbox One controller. Oh yeah, that makes sense. How does that work then? Does it just not work? Or is it just a little bit tougher to use those functions without the controller? Oh, got a skill point. Because yeah, you can tell that that game was made for the PS5, because a lot of the weapons have like extra functions that go along with like the haptic, like L2, R2 buttons, or like with the resistance on the buttons. It actually works really well. A lot of the weapons in that game are really fun to use because they have extra little features tied to the PS5's like L2, R2 buttons. It works really well. But yeah, I imagine on Steam, when you can use like an Xbox One controller, it probably doesn't work so great. Interesting. It's a lot better than the 6-axis weapons from the PS3 games. When the series first made the jump to PS3, they experimented with using motion controls for a couple weapons. Thankfully, they only did this twice and then realized it was stupid and didn't do it again. But there was in Tools of Destruction, which is the first PS3 Ratchet game. They had the I forget what it was called, the tornado launcher. It's a weapon that launches a giant tornado, and you use the motion controls to control the tornado, which sounds cool, but moving around your controller while you're trying to like avoid enemy attacks and, you know, gunfire and stuff, it's not very fun, so... They did this once again with another weapon in Crack in Time, which was a little bit better, but still not very good. And then they stopped doing that, so good on them. Yeah, that's what wasn't working properly, but I don't remember exactly what happened. Yeah. Well, at least the game was put onto Steam, regardless of those little problems. Because, like, it's not something that like ruins the game if you can't use the extra features on the weapons. Like, it's fine. But yeah, it is a shame. Okay, we've got a little jet fighter segment. We've got to shoot these cannon turret things. I used to really find this bit really difficult because if you touch anything, you immediately blow up and die, so don't do that. Also, I'm not really a fan of ship segments in games most of the time. Ratchet Clank 2 has a few ship segments, and I don't really like them. Thankfully, Ratchet Clank 3 doesn't have any. Apparently the game was planned to have some, but that got cut, but like, that's a good thing for me, because I probably wouldn't have enjoyed them much anyway. This is why I've never had a desire to try games like Star Fox, because I don't really like ship segments in most games, so an entire game around it doesn't sound like it'll be for me at all. Crap! I have a 4080 now instead of the 1080, but I haven't tried playing it again. Could give it a shot at some point when the time is right. Yeah, I really enjoyed Rift Apart. It's a damn pretty game for sure, and I ended up really liking the story. One thing that about the story of Rift Apart that I really enjoy is because like Ratchet Clank is like a continuous kind of series. It's not like something like Kingdom Hearts, where you kind of have to play all the games in order to fully get the story. Ratchet Clank isn't quite like that, but it is like there is a lot of continuity with Ratchet Clank, and there are some games where it's probably better to play one before the other. But you're not going to be totally lost. Something I really appreciated about Rift Apart was that is how like it does acknowledge the continuity, even though it was the first like original Ratchet and Clank game in like almost like 8 years or so, so it had been a while. But prior to Rift Apart's release, I saw interviews on the game where the developers said that the game would be fairly standalone, so anyone could get into it, regardless if they played the older games. And that disappointed me a little bit, because I was hoping for like some lore and story and continuity stuff after all those years of waiting for a new game. I wasn't like that disappointed, but whoops, I hit my table. I wasn't that disappointed, but I was a little let down. I'm really glad that they said that in their interview, because that got my expectations really low in terms of like continuity and stuff. So I was really pleasantly surprised when I played Rift Apart, and it was actually incredibly like lore heavy. It actually has a lot of lore and world building and continuity in it. So I was very pleasantly surprised to find that out, and it made me really enjoy it a lot more. And it ended on a pseudo cliffhanger, so count me very excited for the future. Cameo! Anyway, how's Ratchet Clank? Oh my god, it's a Gamer Kid cameo. How you doing? I'm enjoying Ratchet Clank. This is one of my favorite series, so. Do you know which planet Tauren 4 is in Rift Apart? Yeah, that's the planet where the Vollids live, and the big fixer robot. It's actually a planet that was originally from Ratchet Clank: A Crack in Time. That they brought back, which is really cool, because I love Crack in Time, so nice when they bring back those older planets. Doing good. I'm currently playing a Sonic game. Cool. Which Sonic game are you playing? I like Sonic games. Oh crap! Don't hit that button! Don't hit that button! I got spotted. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see anything. Generations? Oh, cool, a good one. I'm refusing to play Generations until the remaster comes out, so it's as fresh as possible. Really looking forward to Sonic X Shadow Generations. That's the planet I had some lag on because my frame rate was dropping a lot there. Interesting. Yeah, I get that. That's a planet where there's like a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of crap blowing up and a lot of action set pieces, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, I ended up really liking Rivet and Kit in Rift Apart. They are like alternate dimension versions of Ratchet and Clank. But they're what I like about Rivet and Kit is that they're not just like alternate dimensions of Ratchet and Clank. I mean, they are. And they're like gender-swapped versions of them as well. But they're not exactly like them. They're not like the same, but just female. They're their own characters, despite them being like interdimensional counterparts. They're more like what-if scenario versions of Ratchet and Clank, which makes them different enough. And I'm excited to see more of them in the future, because it seems like they're going to be sticking around. Especially when those pirates come in with their ships, yeah. I only recently replayed the game again, like a few weeks ago, so it's pretty fresh in my mind. Yeah, a lot of activity. It's also got that big action set piece where the giant robot's trying to kill you. Okay, my metal detector is activating. I mainly got it because of one thing, the mods, yeah. The mod community for Generations is nuts. I've never seen a mod community for a game that's so consistently alive. Like, Generations is a mod community that refuses to die. And that's a good thing. Wait, why the hell am I here? This guy doesn't know I'm here. I didn't mean to be here. I think I took a wrong turn. I'm lost. It wasn't so bad that it wasn't playable though, just some stuttering and lower frame rates. Yeah, I'm not like a massive frame rate snob, as some may say. You know, frame dips happen a lot in some games, just not with others. In my experience playing Rift Apart on PS5, the frame rate was a smooth 60 the whole time. Perhaps, I think, if I recall. But I'm sure it would be fine now with my computer upgraded. Yeah, I'm sure it would be. Kill that. Kill him. Oh no, he's not there.
Tonight on Blind TV, the event you have all been waiting for, the total annihilation of an entire planet. Witness the
I feel like the voice actor here was having a fun time in the booth.
So join Ultimate Supreme Executive Chairman Drek as he pushes the button.
He's literally standing outside of Ratchet's house.
Then stay tuned for the galaxy's funniest superhero bloopers featuring Captain Quark.
Now we know where he is. Let's get him.
Why was there no subtitles? Yeah, right. Also, before I leave, I'm just going to say this. I love the City Escape remix. Man, it feels so good to get that off my chest. It's okay, because I totally agree. You'll have to be more specific, though. The classic remix or the modern remix? Because both are great. Both are the correct answer. You'd be correct no matter which one you picked. Okay, have we done everything here? The answer to that question is yes. Yes. Good answer. PS5's recommended disk speed is 5,500 MBs read. The one I had the game on is just 5,000, but there weren't really any issues with that. It was, yeah, some like that makes sense, considering it wasn't like the frame rate was like stuttering the whole time as far as
that's a nice one.
is what I'm assuming. It was just certain points, which is fair. Like even well-optimized games have their stuttering. Okay, we've made it to the final planet of the game, and it's also the first planet of the game. They kind of... so yeah, we're going back to the planet that we started on. That was why I wasn't specific when I said I love the City Escape remix, because I love both, yeah. Yeah, I really like the music in Generations. A whole lot of the music in Generations isn't exactly original, but they've got some great remixes in there. Okay, yeah, so this is where the tutorial segment happened, except the sky is all gloomy now. We only actually played up until, like, a small segment of this level the first time, and now we get to explore the whole thing. Didn't Ratchet have a poster of Captain Quark in here at the beginning of the game? Or did they remove it because, like, Captain Quark is, turned out to be evil? Or was that never there and it was only there for the cutscene? Maybe. Anyway, I used to get so stuck at this bit when I was little. Like, good god. The amount of, like... the amount of stuff they throw at you with this level was too much for me when I was little. I got stuck on the final boss a lot as well. Ow! Gotta snipe him. I'm not sure if whenever I decide to play it again, I should play New Game Plus on the hardest difficulty, or play it from the beginning on hardest difficulty. New Game Plus is cool because they give you some extra weapons. They give you like a couple extra weapons. One of which is a weapon that's exclusive to New Game Plus in Rift Apart, is the Bouncer, which is a weapon originally from Ratchet Clank 2. You know, it's the one where like you shoot a giant bomb that bounces on the ground, and then it explodes into a bunch of smaller bombs that kill stuff, and it's super frickin' fun. Yeah, but that weapon's only in New Game Plus, so. And I think there's one other New Game Plus exclusive weapon, I can't recall. Yeah, the Bouncer's neat. My first and only playthrough was on whatever normal difficulty is. I like that the Ratchet Clank games got difficulty selects. I always appreciate a good difficulty select. An example of a difficulty select that is not good would be from Sonic Forces. They put a difficulty select into that game and I was like, why did you even bother? Sonic Forces has like a normal difficulty and hard difficulty, but it feels more like they should have renamed it to easy mode and incredibly easy mode. Like, I don't know who they were trying to fool with that. Okay, I'm gonna snipe these guys. to try and snipe him as much as I can. Will my rockets reach that guy over there? No. But yeah, difficulty selects. Always a nice feature. Love that. I mean, I don't really play Ratchet Clank for the difficulty. I don't really find most of them to be that hard. Even on challenge mode, New Game Plus. I appreciate the attempt at some extra challenge. It's not really a game that I really need for it to be difficult to have fun with it. Ready for a hot take? Sonic Forces is not very good. I know I'm crazy for saying this, but it can't be stopped. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, crazy hot take of yours, yeah, wow. Calm down who you say that around. You're lucky we're so understanding. But yeah, for real though, Sonic Forces isn't very good. I can enjoy it and get some enjoyment out of it. But yeah, it's... not a very good... Because like, I bought Forces when it was new, like I paid the full price for it on launch day. Yeah, not worth full price, it's like 2 hours long. Can't use the... I forgot the name of the weapon where you control the missile. Oh, the Visibomb gun? I could use that, but I can't really be bothered. Because if it takes more than one rocket, I don't want to have to like manually aim it for like however long. You're right, the Visibomb gun would have been a very... would have been a good option, but I didn't use it out of laziness. Basically. Yeah, that would have been a good option. Okay, so this is where the level ended when we were here at the beginning of the game. This is the giant crater that Clank made when he crash landed. So now we actually get to continue. I remember when I was little, I would start a new playthrough of this game and I would really try my hardest to try and like get around to get to the other parts of the level early, but there's no real way. There's like there's no way. It seems like there's no legit way to get around it, so maybe with hacking. Speaking of hacking, got the trespasser. Okay, let's see. Because the 2016 Ratchet Clank game is based off of the movie, which is based off of this game, the 2016 game actually brings back these trespasser light puzzles. And I think that probably most of them are about the same as they are in this game. I think they copied them over, some of them at least. But they implemented a feature that allows you to just skip them. Like, they're like, you can do the puzzles and you'll get some bolts for it if you do them. But there's like a little button in the corner that's like, I know not everyone likes puzzles. Press this button and you can just skip it and we'll just open the door for you. On the one hand, it's like, that's kind of lame. But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, not everyone really likes puzzle solving. I think it's understandable. Makes the game more accessible, not everyone enjoys puzzle solving. Rude Clank putting dents in Ratchet's planet. I mean, Drek is going to do a hell of a lot worse with his planet buster, so we got to get over there. I like how you can see Drek's planet. That's actually a really cool touch. Oh, pterodactyl. I like how you can see Drek's homemade planet, just like Grandma used to make. It does look like something from Little Big Planet. I'm saying that jokingly, but let me say this. I understand that there are some people who grew up with Forces and love it and completely understand that fact, but keep in mind, this is all just my opinion. That just so happens to be the current consensus online. Yeah. It's just my opinion that what I'm saying is an objective fact. But yeah, like, I can get enjoyment out of Forces. I don't think it's a good game, but I can... Like, I won't have a painful experience playing it.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
At least, my experience will be fairly painless up until Tails says true dat in the final cutscene. in one of the last cutscenes of the game where Tails says true dat. Who on earth made that executive decision? Tails is my boy. You can't do that to him. Yuck. He didn't even say it ironically, he said it with full conviction. Wait, I just now noticed I forgot the end quote. Oh yeah? Hi there, Fuzzball. I love the Gadgetron help guy. The Gadgetron salesman. Mr. Hi there, Fuzzball. He's only in this game. Kinda tragic. Might have been interesting if they brought him back.
With the thruster kick, you can power slam switches like these by jumping and then
I mean, they kind of brought back the weapon vendor salespeople. I think Tools of Destruction had a voice. There was like a salesman voice in that game, and Rift Apart has Miss Zircon, who has a Southern Belle accent. She is quite enjoyable. I like her, but it's hard to beat the original Hey There Fuzzball. He's not even like a real character. He has like 3 lines of dialogue in the shop, and he's never acknowledged in like the plot or anything. He's never in an actual cutscene. He's just kind of there. But I love him anyway. It was painting season. How could I know she was this? Out of context Ratchet and Clank quotes. Yeah, that is an actual Ratchet and Clank quote. These games can get freaky. Yes, remember that one time where Captain Quark mated with a monkey? Yeah, that's a canon thing that exists in this universe. Wow, you can snipe super far with this thing. How did I ever struggle with this as a child? What? I can also get out enjoyment of forces, but just complaining how bad the game is the whole time I'm playing it. But I can still get some fun out of it. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a difficult game or it's broken or like unpolished or whatever. The game is so the reason the game is polished is because there's not enough game to mess up. So you got a really polished game, but that's because there's not enough game to be unpolished. So. The first 4 games have the best humor. Yeah. I mean, the later games, like the PS3 games, went a bit more like story heavy and were a bit more cinematic. They like the later games do still have like a sense of humor, but like the earlier games were built different. Sega basically New Super Mario Bros. My Sonic game. I mean, I feel like Lost World feels more like a Mario game, but I get what you mean. Okay, over here is the one and only time where the Taunter is useful. You can use it to lure this enemy onto this button to open the door for you. That's like the one and only time where the Taunter is actually useful. Like, I don't know, if your favourite weapon is the Taunter, that's fine, I respect that, but it's dumb, and you're also dumb for liking it. I mean, I don't know, I appreciate the Taunter's inclusion for variety, but it's not very useful. Also, I was joking about that whole being dumb thing, in case that wasn't clear. Okay, I'm gonna Visibomb. Oh, that gets him in one shot? Okay. Maybe I will use the Visibomb, huh? Die! You know the 100 flying goons you're supposed to whack at the end of this path by using Big Clank? I remember as a kid not knowing I was supposed to kill them with Clank, and I just trouble killing them all due to Ratchet. Oh my god, me too! I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, when I first played this game, I got so stuck at that bit because there's like 100 guys that you're supposed to kill. And I'm like trying to shoot at them with my weapons and then inevitably running out of ammo or just getting shot at and dying. And like I was like, this is impossible. Not realizing that there was a pathway off to the left that you're supposed to use to get the giant Clank. Yeah, like I'm so glad it's not just me who had trouble with that. Okay, the frame rate does not enjoy the Visibomb gun, let me say. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what. I like that the suck cannon comes back in Ratchet & Clank 3, but it's way better. But I also kind of like the, oh god, frame rate, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. Something I like though is that the suck cannon in this game, a flaw with it is that you can see that the barrel on the right hand side of the screen, it's only got 3 enemies inside out of a max of 5, but you can only, like, once you've let go of the button to inhale, you have to exhale them no matter how many is in the barrel. So there's no separate button for inhaling and shooting, which is a problem. Which means this weapon isn't as useful as it could be. But in Ratchet & Clank 3, the suck cannon comes back, and there is a way for you to inhale and shoot whenever you want, which is great, and it makes the weapon way more useful. But it kind of makes sense, because if you look at the way the suck cannon looks in this game, it looks kind of like a prototype. Whereas the version in Ratchet & Clank 3 looks more like the finished version. So the fact that the version in Ratchet & Clank 3 works better, it kind of makes a certain, like, story sense that I can't help but appreciate. I like how Gadgetron refines their products. Okay, tell me. Okay, the metal detector. Do I even want to use the metal detector? Because, like, I don't know if there's anything I want to buy. All that's left to purchase in this game, I think, is the Ultra Nanotech, which I don't think I can afford, even if I did a metal detector. And the Rhino, which I definitely can't afford. God, this segment would be way harder without the Devastator, for sure. God, there's so many of them. Oh dear God, they're not even all loading into the playable space. I've got a Visibomb. Oh no, they're shooting at me, that's cheating. They can snipe. Bam. Yeah, they can snipe even when they're not loaded in. I think that's a PS3 glitch. For the PS3 version. I think they for the PS3 there's like a bit of a glitch that makes it so they can shoot way farther than they're supposed to be able to. So the original PS2 version is easy mode. Think about it that way. I remember, again, when I first played this game, I got really stuck on this level. I remember, like, getting to this point, because we're pretty late into the level now, and I got to this point and I was so happy because I was like, God, I got so stuck on this. And then I remember accidentally falling down this hole and dying. What a little... Like, I fell down there and died, and I was devastated. Because it took me so long to get to this point, and I was like, no! How was I to know that was a bottomless pit hole? Okay, this is the bit. This is the bit where I was, like, trying to kill them all with Ratchet. Also, the frame rate does not like this. Yeah, I thought, when I was little, I thought you had to kill all these guys with Ratchet. You're actually supposed to go to the left here and find a giant Clank pad and kill them that way. I actually went through, like, a lot of relief when I realized that you didn't actually have to kill them all yourself. Because I was like, there is no way in hell that they expect you to do that. I wonder if it is possible. I wonder if it is technically possible to kill them all. I feel like theoretically you could be able to. It'd just take you for freaking ever. And I don't think you can get through the walls without busting through them with Clank, so... The maps feel so much shorter and smaller now compared to when you were a kid. Yeah, I see that. Also, because I've played this game so many times, I kind of know the areas. Also, did I miss a secret area? That's not going to fly. Where was that? I don't remember that at all. Hold on, I'm going back. I killed them all, but you get stuck there anyways because you have to break through with Clank. Yeah. Wow, impressive. I wasn't able to pull that off. I just kept dying and gave up, and then realized that I wasn't supposed to be there.
Tonight on Blonde TV.
Whoops. Oh, secret area, right? Over here? Ah, I forgot about this one. What's over here? Grind rail? Ah, gold bolt. This might be the last gold bolt. Completely forgot about this one. Oh wow, one of the rare instances in this game where you actually have to wall jump. Wall jumping certainly is a thing in Ratchet & Clank sometimes. It certainly is a mechanic that is in the game that they sometimes use. I mean, it's a harmless inclusion, really. Still, I find it so funny how sparingly wall jumping is used in this series. They don't really do it anymore in the newer games, not really. Actually, I think Rift Apart does have some wall jumping in it. Still very sparing, though. I wish there was more platforming, yeah. I think this game probably has the most platforming, because the series would eventually get more and more action heavy. Which I think was a decent idea, because the age of 3D platformer mascots died out for a while, but I think Ratchet & Clank's action elements allowed it to keep its head above water when the platforming was becoming old hat. Like in the sea of shooters and stuff, Ratchet & Clank was able to kind of blend in with the crowd a bit more because of its shooter elements. So I think them leaning more into the action and weapons was probably a good idea. But you know, there still is platforming though. It's just it's not as much of a focus. Oh, hello. This game probably has the most platforming, and maybe Ratchet & Clank 2 as well. Okay, giant Clank. Bam! Bam! Frame rate be gone! The frame rateinator. Kill or use. I like how Giant Clank is a thing that was in most of like the PS2 Ratchet games, but then in the PS3 era they completely forgot it existed. And then they actually brought back Giant Clank in Rift Apart. It wasn't playable, But it wasn't actually Giant Clank, it was Giant Kit, which was a really cool callback to a forgotten Ratchet Clank mechanic. And they made it like a significant part of the story. I appreciated that. All use. Okay, here we go. Final boss.
What the?
Imbeciles! After all the trouble you've gone through, you're about to die right where you started. It's so poetic.
This is it, Clank. Let's get him.
I like how Ratchet's the one riding on Clank's back now. Isn't that a fun twist? Isn't that a jazzy twist?
You might have been useful to me after all. Too bad you chose the wrong side.
Oh, hacks. Get away from me, Drek, you hack. Such an arsepull. Actually, I guess like the technology to make Clank giant was something that like he funded or like his scientists were working on, so it kind of makes sense that he'd have a weapon to, you know,
That's a nice
disable it. It's not that much of an arsepull. Anyway, we can use this to return to our ship if we so desire. But I'm going all in. I wish English still had its now archaic pronouns. Then it would have been ye alright. It would have been ye alright. You're alright. Okay, I used to get so stuck at this. I used to run out of ammo, because when I first played this game, I think I just stuck to like 1 or 2 weapons. And I would just run out of ammo and get stuck. And then I'd bail myself out with the Gadgetron PDA. Everything being you, yours is kind of dumb. A little bit. Also, grammar is tricky sometimes. God, the frame rate does not enjoy this. I think the frame rate dips are the PS3 version. Again, the PS3 versions of these games are a bit buggy. Not unplayable, but a bit buggy. I can deal with a buggy port. This game trained me for Sonic Colors Ultimate. No distinction between singular and plural and whatnot. Yeah, I guess so. English is tricky sometimes. I feel like I can come up with another example. I don't know. I still get my there, and there mixed up sometimes. T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. Did I say that right? That one's easy, because that's just an abbreviation of they are. But the other two I sometimes get mixed up. I'm Swedish, we still have those words? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay, I'm already starting to run out of ammo a little bit, so that's a concern. There's some ammo crates around there. But hey, I'll give this game props. This is a final boss that is genuinely pretty challenging. Not a total cakewalk. I think one of the hardest final bosses I've ever played in the series was probably Vox, the final boss from Ratchet Gladiator. That one was tough.
Hate are super.
I've resubbed on a Sunday for the past few years, or maybe that's not true actually.
Maybe it's not true. I know not what you mean. Anyway, thanks for the resub for the 27 months. That's real kind of you. Anger and hate sure is soup. Though, do, thee, dig, ye, knee. Interesting. Thy, thine, ya, Iran. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know any other like languages or like Not too fluent in other, like, accents or dialects. I mean, I was actually born in Germany, but, you know, my parents weren't German. We just happened to be living there at the time, so I don't actually have any, German DNA. So I don't know how to speak the language. I don't know, because even though I was born in Germany, I don't know how to speak German because I didn't know how to speak at all, because I was only there for a year as a wee lad.
Come to this.
So I have no memory of it.
Once I step on this ignition switch, a countdown will commence. The end of which signals the destruction of your pitiful world.
A bit late but made it. Howdy gamers, no worries. Better late than never. Hi there.
What this is about?
Hi there, Tito.
Who do you think polluted our last world? I did. This is about one thing and one thing only. Cash and nuts.
Have I heard Drek's voice in something else? His voice sounds super familiar to me.
Every square inch of my new world. Once the inhabitants move in, I will begin polluting this world as well. Then the whole
New
thing
pixel
starts
lore.
all over again.
I'm sure I've shared that before.
Brilliant.
Why, you evil little...
Save it, Clank. We have to stop that timer.
Power slam that
God, this is stressful.
countdown. To power slam, jump. And
Thythine. Thythine is the same thing. The difference is the same as with A or an. It just depends whether the following sound is a vowel or a consonant sound. Kevin Michael Richardson is the voice actor, apparently. Yeah, his voice sounds super familiar. I mean, I played this game a lot, so maybe I just recognize him from this, but I swear I've heard him in something else. That alarm's noise sounds familiar. Is that the alarm from SA2? I don't know. Huh. When did SA2 come out? It came out like 2001 or something? This game came out 2002, so... Similar sharing sound effects, maybe? Maybe. Where would the alarm have been used in SA2? Like in the space colony levels? I'm looking at IMDb. He has done a lot of voice acting. Yeah, he has that kind of voice where it's like it sounds just kind of. It sounds like the kind of voice that you must have heard somewhere. It feels that way to me. It feels like I must have heard his voice in other things. I think I heard him in, sorry, obscure game alert. I might have heard his voice in The Legend of Spyro. I mean, Spyro is not obscure, but The Legend of Spyro is obscure. I have a soft spot for those games, though. He's using my demon babies against me. Oh yeah, glitch with the PS3 version of this game. The music didn't change for this fight. There's supposed to be boss music playing right now. But there's a glitch in the PS3 version that makes it so that the boss music never plays, so... The music is supposed to be a bit more intense. But yeah, the porters did a bit of a boo-boo there. I don't know, like the prison? I can't remember. Maybe. Like, seriously, a lot? He has 600 credits. That's crazy. Yeah, he must... Yeah, I guess... If he has 600 credits, then odds are I must have heard him in something. But yeah, speaking of Drek, he... In that cutscene there, he basically just said what his whole evil plan was. So, as a recap of what this guy was trying to do this whole game, is that he said at the beginning of the game that he wants to use highly advanced technology and monies to create a new planet by taking parts of existing planets and destroying them in the process, but he didn't really care about that. He did this because he said he was doing this because his home planet was too polluted to live on anymore. And he was being honest, because you can go to his planet and Ratchet can't breathe on it without the O2 mask. You know, he was saying that he's destroying a lot of planets because he's taking away pieces of other planets and basically jigsaw puzzling his own new planet out of them, which destroys the planets in the process, but he kind of doesn't really care about that. So it's the kind of thing where, yeah, that's pretty evil, but like he has somewhat good intentions because he's just trying to create a new planet for his own people. So selfish, but not like pure evil. But what's a pretty neat twist in that cutscene we just saw there is that like Clank was trying to appeal to him a bit and saying maybe we can work up another solution that doesn't involve destroying planets. And then Drek basically said that he doesn't actually care about his people, and the only reason he was building a new planet was for the cash. For like, I guess the income of people moving in to the new planet. And that he's the one who actually purposefully polluted his original planet on purpose just so that he could do this whole scheme. And that once people have moved into his new planet, he wholly intends on polluting that planet as well and doing the whole thing over again. Which is like, yeah, that's pretty damn pure evil and irredeemable. So any sort of like, it's pretty cool that they do this reveal right before the final boss, because it's like, right at the end, any idea that you could maybe reason with this guy or appeal to him in some way goes totally out the window, and it's like, okay, take him out. There's no redeeming this guy. He's pure evil. And it's, I don't know, it's pretty interesting for a main antagonist, because for a lot of the game you assume that he can't be all bad. But yeah, no, he sucks. You gotta take him down. I look into IMDb. A lot of I'd find movies, and most actors usually have 50 or 150 credits. Wow, this guy's been everywhere. I mean, he seems pretty talented, right? He's got a pretty good voice. It's the kind of voice that could fit a lot of different characters, I think. Oh god, I am dying. I've been kind of autopiloting through this fight, not gonna lie. Hey, there's a good number of people I'm unfamiliar with in chat, so hi, welcome to the stream. Oh, that's very friendly of you, Insomniac. So many of my viewers here are so friendly. Such nice people. With way more creative names than me. I don't know why I kept running out of ammo when I did this fight when I was little. There's ammo crates everywhere. I guess I must have been bad. I was what the kids call bad. Okay, he's gonna do the bomb. He's gonna do the bomber. Also, the sound effects for the thruster pack sound like a really bad cough. Is that just me? It's kind of hard to demonstrate that right now, but the thruster pack, the jets on the thruster pack sound like a really bad cough. I might want to take some pills for that, I don't know. He seems to do almost exclusively voice acting though. I guess there's I guess that's not as time consuming as acting. Perhaps, yeah, because there's a lot more to physical acting than voice acting, I guess. Though voice acting ain't easy, I'm sure. I've said so many times in the past, but I would love to be a tutorial character in a game. I'd love to voice a tutorial giver. It's my dream. I want to be a tutorial character. Like, I don't think I'd be a very good voice actor, but it'd be fun for like a one-time thing. Oh my god, I might die, and I think if I die I have to do this whole shebang from the beginning. Oh crap, dead am I? Damn it, I have to start from the beginning. Damn it, alright.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Tito, just my childhood name. Only people who use my real name is Boss. So good name. Did you know this though? The janitor from Scrubs made the voices for several characters in Ratchet Clank. Really? I've never watched Scrubs. I've seen clips of it and I've heard it's pretty good. Hey there, Fuzzball. Bada bing, you know? There is literally one of the shopkeepers from one of the later Ratchet Clank games literally says bada boom. Literally says bada bing when you buy stuff. That's quite brilliant. I think that's Tools of Destruction. I'm going to kill you a little bit. Also, sucks this fight doesn't have a midway checkpoint. Yeah, it's a shame because of the PS3's bugginess, the boss theme isn't playing. I mean, it's not like the boss theme is a bop or anything, but it's a bit more appropriate. Also, need I say I am actually playing with a bit of a handicap. I'm using a controller where the analog stick is a little bit jank. Basically, my analog stick doesn't fully work with diagonal inputs. So, mild handicap, just saying. I tried to find my spare PS3 controller, and I did find it, but it needs a USB stick in order to work, and I can't find the USB stick. It's small, so it's easy to lose. Yeah, I can't find it anywhere. Actually, the Gadgetron vendor is Neil Flynn, the janitor from Scrubs. Oh, cool. Interesting. I don't know if the janitor is a prominent character in that. He's the one who says, "Hi there, Fuzzball." That's brilliant. Now I feel the need to watch Scrubs just so I can imagine the janitor, the vendor guy. Hey there, Fuzzball. Here's a fun fact for those of you who aren't in the know about Ratchet & Clank. The character of Clank is voiced by the same person in every single game. He's had the same voice actor right from the very beginning up till now. Bear in mind this game came out in 2002, and it's still an ongoing series to this day. So Clank has been voiced by the same guy this entire series. And Ratchet is also almost been voiced by the same guy, but in this game he has a different voice actor. From Ratchet & Clank 2 onwards, he is voiced by the same person. That's kind of neat. I like it when voice actors stick around. Wikipedia says Sebastian. Sebastian who for what now? Sorry, I forgot what I was saying earlier. If you say Sebastian, I'm thinking Under the Sea. I'm going to murder you a little bit. But yeah, I'm not keeping the thruster pack equipped because I think it looks stupid, in case that wasn't clear. Even all, how's it going? Oh, hi there, Woodlamby. It's doing pretty well. I'm at the final boss of Ratchet Clank, a good video game. Neil Flynn is also the water worker, which I guess is the plumber. Oh, interesting. Okay, the plumber's a reoccurring character as well. He's in almost every game. Although actually, I think the plumber gets recast in the PS3 games. So, but still, in all the PS2 games, he's voiced by the same guy. The person who has like 600 credits or whatever apparently does Sebastian Cage. Oh, okay, really? Wow, that guy must have range. Interesting, huh? I would never have guessed. And he's Skid McMarks, the robot lieutenant, and more. Interesting. Wow, he... Yeah. Yeah, and also, and Skid is a reoccurring character as well. He shows up in 3. Ow! Gosh, I'm dying. Insomniac, you redeemed random fact about the current game. Oh my good god. I need to think of a random fact. Hold on, I'm sure to come up with something. I've got plenty of them. Nah, I've already said that one. Damn, I don't recall. Oh, I have one. This is probably more of a random fact about Ratchet & Clank 2, but it does involve this game, so I think it fits. In Ratchet & Clank 2, there is a special weapons shop that you can go to. If you go to that shop, you can purchase weapons from this game. A handful, not all of them. There's a handful of weapons from this game that you can purchase in Ratchet & Clank 2. But what's even cooler is if you own those weapons, if you have a save file on your memory card or system storage of Ratchet & Clank 1 and you have those weapons in Ratchet & Clank 1, they're free and you can just repurchase them for free. Which is cool. I love it when games used to do those kinds of like save file extras. So games don't really do that anymore. And it's cool, so you could basically like get your old weapons from the first game for free if you have the save file. Which is super cool. Hold on, is Skid Marks a Ratchet & Clank character? Yes, Skid McMarks. He's a pro hoverboarder. And he's like a dude bro. Why, is he like a parody or something? Is his name like a parody? Why is this suck cannon thing stuck on the right side, like half the screen? Oh, that's a glitch with the PS3 version. Yeah, the PS3 versions are a bit glitchy. Basically, I think it's because the game wasn't originally in widescreen, and I think the people who did the port didn't account for the fact that the suck cannon thing doesn't disappear off the screen. So it's kind of awkwardly just hanging off to the side. So yeah. That's a PS3 glitch. Again, the PS3 versions of these games are a bit buggy. All the bugs are really just visual stuff. But this is why I was able to deal with Sonic Colors Ultimate's bugs, because I had experienced these games, so I was like, I've been training for buggy ports. I'm okay with it. Anyway, I hope my random fact was satisfactory. Okay, there is no health, no ammo. Oh wait, there's some ammo over there. Okay, you can tell he's on his final health bar because he's really ramping stuff up now. I can't shoot him. Can't reach. Ow. Every time I see someone play the PS3 versions, I hear about the bugs and glitches. I'm glad to have the games on PS2, yeah. I have the PS2 versions as well, but I can deal with the bugs. They're mostly visual stuff. And, you know, they're still in HD, and they're still at 60 FPS, so... And there's still the same games underneath it all, so I can deal. But I understand why some of these might be a bit of a deal breaker for others. It's understandable. Yeah, the PS2 versions are a perfectly fine way to play. I'm hoping they port them to PS5 soon, like they did with, Sly Cooper. I've never actually played Sly Cooper, so I was thinking of maybe streaming that at some point. Or Sly Raccoon, as it's called here. Okay, we did it. The council will accept this fact. Excellent.
Ratchet?
What's up?
Big button.
You know, this time I am thinking what you're thinking.
Okay, so what we have to do now is press this big button to shoot this laser, which will destroy Drek's planet. Now, I don't know if this is just me, but am I the only one who thinks that's a horrible idea? Because, like, yeah, I know, like, this planet was made out of pure evil, but, you know, a lot of planets got destroyed to make this, and a lot of people lost their homes. And I know this planet... So I feel like destroying this planet is kind of a bad idea, because you might as well use it. like, I know the planet was, like, maliciously made, but, like, it's here, and those planets got destroyed in order to make it, so I feel like destroying it now would be kind of like a waste. Might as well get some use out of it since it's here. Also, the fact that so many planets got destroyed to make this implies that probably a lot of people died in this game. It's kind of morbid when you think about it. I didn't mean to reply to that to you. I was going to type of how she's scared marks and then I didn't. So what you have left now is to slam your butt. Yeah, I got slam the butt. Okay, here we go. Can switch to the helipack though. Bump. And there we go. We did it. Pew. That does sound like a cough. I'm so glad it's not just me. They reused those sound effects for the later games as well, and it always sounds like a nasty cough. Clank's little foot.
Phew, that was close.
It's okay, this game doesn't have full damage.
Clank, you can pull us up now.
The servos in my arm appear to be...
Oh, his arm has gone Stretch Armstrong.
Broken? As in
I would love a
all
Stretch
to our
Armstrong,
necks
but it's
broken?
Clank.
yes.
Stretch Arm Ratchet. Okay, the thruster pack coming in clutch there at the end. Fair enough.
That was close. Thanks.
My arm appears to be badly damaged.
Ah, you'll be all right.
Clank balked. Aww. And then Ratchet's like, okay, bye. Aww.
Hey, Tin Can.
He loves me.
Where do you think you're going? We, still need to fix that arm.
It's not because I like you or anything. Ah. I prefer the helicopter. Me too. I mean, the giant wings just look kind of dumb. And, I don't know, I like Clank's little backpack. Now Kith. Ratchet gets, like, many love interests in the series. And so does Clank, actually. Well, Clank gets a couple. Oh yeah, the credits are also glitched. We're supposed to be hearing different music for the credits, but it's also glitched, so we're just hearing the same music we were listening to. There's a post-credit cutscene. That's pretty weird, but worth a watch. So Yeah, that is Ratchet Clank, a game that I love a lot. But the later games are also really good. Ratchet Clank 2, just on its own, refines a lot. Not for the looks, I just like using it better. Yeah, that's fair. I think I just like the helipack. I think I like the animations for the helipack. I like the sound for it. Sound effects is a big factor for me. And it doesn't look dumb. So, you know. Yeah, Ratchet Clank. I think we collected every golden bolt. Oh god. Voice crack. That was horrific. Also, this game's soundtrack is super good. This game's got great music. Yeah, David K as Clank. There we go. Jim Ward as Captain Quark. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here he is. Drek, Commander. Yeah, he's voiced a bunch of people. Help desk. Ed. Quark's fitness instructor. What? Really? Did I read that right? The same person who voices the help desk lady voices Helga? Did I see that right? Hell, there is no way that's right. I must have read that wrong. They sound so different. I love the help desk lady. Ratchet Clank background engine was developed using proprietary techniques and code created by Naughty Dog. Oh, really interesting. Huh. I'd like to thank you for sending computer and American contributions as well as dedicated with sex of Ratchet Clank with... Oh. Look at all these names. Yeah, I knew that Insomniac was very close with Naughty Dog. They you know, they give each other friendly digs on the shoulder. All of the Naughty Dogs. Ah.
Do you have a problem with unwanted hair? Is painful itching in your nether regions causing you undue embarrassment? Do you just plain stink? Then you need this. The Gadgetron Personal Hygienator!
Oh my god.
I'm Steve McQuark. And this little baby can take care of any grooming needs that are just too much trouble for you to handle yourself. Allow me to demonstrate.
How was that allowed on TV?
Oh, mommy.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
And there it is. Crap, I didn't get all the gold bolts. What? Yeah, believe it or not, that little like post credit scene there, that actually becomes a plot point in the next game. What, like, I don't think they intended it for it to be, but like that ends up that scene gets followed up in the next game, surprisingly. Okay, let's time warp before I defeated Drek and get those skill points. Or get those gold bolts. Where did I miss them? I thought I was so thorough.
Hi there, Fuzzball. That's a real beauty.
Hey there, Fuzzball. Where's my money? Where's my damn monies? Okay, where are those gold bolts I'm missing? I thought I was so thorough. Okay, I'm missing one here. And one on Core 2. Huh, okay, well, let's go find it then. Hey, what's up? Hi there, 13th, how you doing? Playing some Ratchet Clank. Just beat the final boss, actually. We're just doing some cleanup now. Yeah, I do love this game a lot. A lot of it is nostalgia. To be honest, I feel like the later games have aged a bit better, gameplay-wise. Like Ratchet Clank 2 just makes so many refinements. Like giving you the ability to sidestep, to strafe. I mean, you can strafe in this game, but it works like this. And then you do this. This is lame and bad, and it doesn't work very well. In Ratchet Clank 2, you can actually properly sidestep and shoot. And it's great. Just that addition alone makes the second game a lot more fun. Also, Ratchet's just general movement and controls is a lot better in that one. Oh, I forgot to use the little lock robot that I found. Whoopsie doodle. Also, I don't know if I have enough money to purchase a gold weapon, so we'll check that out. I'm doing great. I was on vacation the last 4 weeks. Oh, really? Where did you end up going, if you don't mind me asking? Sorry if that's a bit too nosy. But I hope you had a good vacation. Wow. Although actually, in the UK, we don't actually say vacation, we say holiday. Vacation isn't really a word we use here. Looks like my summer holiday is over. Innit? Said Roxas in some alternate universe. Woodland be oh! Yeah, they got dead. Woodland be redeemed hydrate imposter check. I went to Italy to see my grandma. Oh, cool! Hope you had a good time. Nice reflexes. Thank you. Could sense the danger. Oh man, I got so many bolts from that. I should have come here earlier. Now I can... Did I get like 10,000 bolts from that? Am I seeing that right? I got like 8,000 or so bolts from that, which is a crap ton. Anyway, the only other gold bolt I don't have is on Veldin, so I'll quickly go there and grab it. I don't know where it is though. I thought I was thorough. Back! I did have a good time. I spent time with my family and my friends. I also met my former teacher. Oh, cool. Hopefully it was a nice teacher. It was a nice teacher. Good to hear. Okay, where is the final gold bolt I'm missing then? Like, I've been everywhere. What are you doing? What are you doing to me, game? I can't believe you done this.
I got some great bargains for you today.
You recommended another book to read. Oh, that was nice. I haven't really had many encounters with old teachers. Mainly because I don't live in the same place anymore. A Stephen King book? Interesting. I'm familiar with the name. Don't really know anything about him, though. But I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully it was a good recommendation. Is it just me, or are these enemies dropping way more bolts now? It feels like they're spewing out a lot more bolts when I kill these guys. Does the game have some kind of, like bolt increase when you beat the game? Because if so, that's actually kind of cool. I don't know, it feels like they're dropping way more bolts than they did before. It was a unique experience to meet my former teacher. Unique experience. Shooting all the pepes. Oh, which book? The book is Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption. Oh, interesting. Again, those names ring familiar. You do get more bolts in New Game Plus. Really? Yeah, it does feel like it. I can't believe I never noticed that before. I played this game so many times. I better make sure I mention that in my video. Oh yeah, one of the reasons why I'm streaming this game actually is because I intend on making a video about it for my YouTube. So yeah, good. That's good to know because I would have missed that otherwise, and then people would have told me I was wrong. Which is fair, like, you know, correct me and all that, but still. Don't want to get stuff wrong. That's interesting. So it's interesting that this game does give you more bolts in New Game Plus. That's actually kind of cool. That's a good idea. The other games do it a bit better in my opinion though, because they have like a bolt multiplier that goes up when you defeat enemies and resets when you get hit, which is a really good system, I think, in my humble opinion. I'm grateful to this teacher. He motivated me to write stories again. Well, that's great. I know that you like writing. So yeah, that must be a pretty good teacher then, huh? Okay, where is the gold bolt? I literally don't remember. I don't remember. I just don't know. It's interesting that they have a thruster pack slam tutorial here at the end of the game. I think maybe the designers realized that the power slam move is used so infrequently that they should probably put a tutorial there. Just in case you forgot how to do it. A lot of Stephen King's books have been adapted in successful films, including that one. Oh, okay, maybe that's where I've heard of it. Can't say I've seen any. Not a big movie guy, though. Okay, so I already got the gold ball that was in that tunnel. Where else could they possibly be? Where? I really don't remember at all. Like, there's one more, right? Oh, I got the goodies menu. We can see things. Oops, not credits. We can activate cheats, except I don't have any. We can see cinematics. In-level movies. There's also extra bonus features that you can unlock. Like concept art and in-universe newspapers. I know, right? Movies like It, Shining and more. Really, huh? You're close to where it is? Okay, cool. Thank you. Actually, thanks for not telling me where it is outright. I appreciate it when people give me hints. I appreciate a good hint. Ow! No gold bolt, where may you be? Now that I think about it, this does seem familiar. Is it up here? Oh, I'm onto something. I don't remember this one at all. There it is. Hello, beautiful. Okay, let's go to the gold weapon shop. We could go to the secret gold weapon store on the Altanis orbit. Or there is a new main gold weapon shop that opens up when you beat the game. Or in New Game Plus. So I think we should go there because they'll have more to choose. I have 34,000 bolts, so I should be able to buy at least 1 or 2 gold weapons to show off. Okay, it is going to be a while before I get back. I never collected all the golden weapons in this game. I enjoyed going around and blowing stuff up. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of Ratchet and Clank, is that technically every single weapon in these games are entirely optional. You don't even have to buy them if you don't want to. If you want to save your money for other weapons or other things, you totally can. There's no real... I mean, you might struggle a bit more if you don't have certain weapons. But it's like that. People do like wrench-only runs. I've never done that before, but I know it's possible. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you're not really forced to use any weapons in this game that you don't like. I like to use every weapon because I like to level them all up. Oh, we've got a raid from Cafe Hannah. Welcome on in. I'm playing the original Ratchet and Clank. I actually just beat the game, and we're just looking into some post-game stuff before wrapping up for the day. But thank you for the raid, that's real nice of you. I hope you're doing alright. I guess I'll do introductions. Hello, I am Pixel Key. I play a lot of RPGs and platformers. Today I'm playing one of my favourite series, Ratchet and Clank. Just beat the game and saw the ending, but we're just doing some post-game stuff. Grabbing the rhino and spamming the fire button. Yeah, the rhino is so overpowered, but it's kind of supposed to be, because it's 150,000 bolts, which is a lot. You're not going to be able to afford that on one playthrough, or even the second playthrough. It might take you 3. 2.5, perhaps. But yes, welcome on in. Oh, nice, congrats. Were you playing more Fire Emblem today? Where is the shop? Okay, it's in it's on planet Novalis. Planet Novalis, the level that has the really, really good music. I mean, that's basically the whole game, but Novalis hits different. Yep, working on Paralogs again. Okay, cool. Hope you're enjoying the game. I mean, I've heard the story for Engage is a little bit whack, but I've heard the gameplay is pretty solid. I gotta get around to playing a Fire Emblem game someday. Okay, remember when I said that there was a gold weapon shop that shows up when you beat the game? Yeah, I was wrong. You have to be playing in New Game Plus. There's supposed to be a teleporter right here. I was under the impression that it shows up when you beat the game, but I think you have to be playing on New Game Plus. Thankfully, there is another gold weapon shop that does show up on your first playthrough in the Gimlet base. I recommend Three Houses if you do. Yeah, I think Three Houses it would be the one that I would play if I were to play one. My twin has played it like a bunch. I've never seen them get so, you know, sucked into a game before, aside from maybe like Animal Crossing or Baldur's Gate. Yeah, they love that game, so I'm sure it's a good time. Okay, but yeah, there is a secret gold weapon shop over here. You just need to wall jump between these 2 points, and then you'll find a secret elevator that will take you to a secret room that has oxygen in it, so we don't need to use the O2 mask in here. It only has a few weapons up for grabs, but better than nothing. I never played this game before, but it does feel nostalgic. Yeah, this game came out 2002, so it's fairly old, but it does have that like PS2 era vibe to it. Or era. I'm supposed to say era. I'd rather say era. Fascinating. I had no idea there was another teleporter for gold weapons. Yeah, I was blown away when I discovered this. I think I found this completely on my own. It's never something you're told about. The game never tells you about it. It's a legit secret room. But it's a pretty cool one. So we can get the gold suck cannon, the gold glove of doom, the gold blaster, the gold pyrocitor, Or the gold bomb glove. Getting the Pyroster will take up all my bolts. I could get the blaster and then I could get one of these. I think I'll get the gold blaster. And then I'll get the gold glove of doom. So yeah, the gold weapons are basically just powered up upgrades of pre-existing weapons. They do have mild bonus effects though, outside of just doing more damage. Like blaster, the gold blaster, the bolts that it shoots will deflect off of walls, like so. They'll like bounce around. It's like that one scene from Star Wars, which is pretty fun. And then like the gold glove of doom, the robots are a lot bigger, big babies. And they're sniffing around, they're trying to look for something to kill and murder, so yeah, they grow up so fast, I love them. Oop. I love the Glove of Doom more, those little creatures are funny. Yeah, the Glove of Doom is a fairly reoccurring weapon in the series. It shows up in Ratchet Clank 3, I think it's in Rift Apart, maybe, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, it blew up. Come with me, my children. I can show you the world. Please don't explode. Down here. Oh, look, there he is. Hello. Oh, oh, oh! Okay, well that one died. Okay. Oh, oh. Well, they were real fun while they lasted. Lovely. Ah, lovely. Okay, well, I'd say I'm satisfied. I haven't been streaming for too terribly long today. I beat the game, I got all the gold bolts, so I think I'm done. So I guess I'll be wrapping up here in a minute. If there's anything anybody wants to say before the stream is over, you have your chance now. So speak or forever hold thy peace. Or you know, if you wanna, no one's forcing you. Bye. Yeah, but thanks for hanging out. I love this game a lot, so I wanted to share it. Have a donut. Oh, thank you. I'll accept your donut. Yeah, love this game a lot. Yeah. Hold thy pizza. Okay, but I can't promise that I won't consume it. I would really love to play some more of the Ratchet & Clank games on stream, actually. I probably won't do it in like a marathon, like I did with Kingdom Hearts. I'd probably do it more like Pikmin, where I just kind of every now and then just play through one of these games. But I'd like to go through the series in order. These games aren't that long, so, you know, I beat this game in 3 streams. So, you know, they're not that long, they're fairly brief. So yeah, I'd love to play some more of these. But for now, I'll be starting up a new playthrough next week. I may be starting it on Wednesday, if not on Friday, but I think it's time that I do another Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke. It's been about a year since I started the last one, so that, you know, the planets are aligning, it is time for a new one. Gonna be going with Pokemon Platinum this time, and I will probably start that next week, again, on Wednesday, if not Friday. And then for Sundays, I am not sure. I do not know what to play on Sunday. I keep hoping that I'll figure it out, but I just don't know, so I'll have to give that some thought. I'm not too sure. I have some ideas. Do not stuff thy pizza in thine office. The stuffed crust. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I had a ton of fun today. My stream yesterday was a bit of a disaster, so it's nice to see that this one... Oh wait, not Office? Wait, what? Orifice! Sorry, I like glazed over the word. Orifice, your face... Yeah, gotcha. I mean, I don't know, your mouth isn't the only orifice, so you can stick it in your eyeball. You'll have to be more specific about that. But anyway, yeah, my stream yesterday was a bit of a disaster, so it's nice to see that I went through this one without any major issues. Yeah, hopefully that continues to be the case. Admit it, you sniff pizza. Sure, you caught me. Sniffer could sniff some czar. Is there anything I'd like to say before I end? I don't think so. I think I'm all good. So yeah, with I'll actually think I'll conduct a raid. I'm gonna send you to Naps Phantom KP, who seems to be playing Papers, Please. That's an interesting one. But feel free to stop over there, and you can hang out there, or if you'd like, you can just drop in, say hey, say your piece, and then dip. Do whatever you like, or you could just leave whenever. Do whatever you want. But yeah, thanks again for joining me. I had a good time playing this game. Again, I'll be streaming next on Wednesday probably, but if not, then on Friday. And yeah, I think I'm all good for today. So, with all that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.